Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Boston Chris, and I am here live because I felt the need to do so. I just was sitting around, not doing much, and figured, you know what? It's a great time to go live. Why not? I am wearing, as you can see, my Lords of the Long Box shirt. Um, I don't know. I wanted to go live, just kind of hanging out with the community, I guess. Just because today, if you didn't know, is TiVo's birthday. So Tim TiVo, Lord of the Long Box, we unfortunately lost him a couple of years ago, and he was a friend of mine and somebody who I definitely miss a lot. Somebody the community misses a lot, and figured I would just go ahead and go live just because I wanted to have some fun. I know that's what he loved to do, and so I figured go live, have some fun, show some books, and just chill out here with you guys. So I'm by myself at the moment. I didn't share this out or anything like that. It's just kind of spur of the moment. So it's just me entertaining myself for the moment until some other people come along and get entertained along with me. We'll see if that happens, but if it doesn't, whatever. I'm just chilling. Should probably go ahead and share this link out real quick to a few people to see if they want to hop on with me. So just give me a second and I will do that. Here's the behind the scenes stuff. So that's music that we put. Don't mind me. Just putting a link. All right. So, what do I have to show today? What is the purpose of me going live? To go ahead and show you some cool stuff. And that is, I went to a convention. God, it was 3 months ago. More than that, about almost 4 months ago, to be honest with you. And that was the Little Giant Comic Con. And if you're not familiar, it's a show that's held in New Hampshire, in Concord, New Hampshire, by a shop that is in they're in Lowell, Massachusetts. Little Giant. It's a great shop. If you're in the I would say New Hampshire, Massachusetts area, like Northern Mass, unbelievable shop. If you're from like Southern Mass or Western Mass, wherever, make the trip. The shop itself is enormous. Like they have so many different collectibles, from toys to comics, obviously, cards, sports memorabilia, everything you can think of. Unbelievable place. And so they've been putting on a show that I've been aware of since 2015, and I've gotten some amazing books from this show. It's one of my favorite shows that we do here, in the New England area. And so every year I try to make my way up there so I can go ahead and pick up some stuff, just because the guy who runs it, Jason, great guy. I've talked to him a ton, gone ahead and gone to a shop a bunch. So we're pretty friendly, and I really enjoy the show. So I go ahead and I hang out there whenever I can. But I did pick up a bunch of books. Like I have a lot of stuff that I picked up from there. Including, let me go ahead and start this off because this is actually really like the fun part. So you go in, and initially it's like, all right, so if you do the VIP, they'll give you a print that goes along with one of the artists. So I got a print from this is from Ian Chase Nichols, and this was just a print that he had done, that was there for free. And so as I was going in, Jason, who runs the show, walked up to me. He's like, "Hey, Chris, what's going on?" I was like, "Hey, Jason, what's happening?" And he's just like, "Who's your favorite character?" And I was just like, "Huh?" And he was like your favorite comic book character. I was like, for heroes, I said for villains it's Thanos, for heroes it's Wolverine. He goes, "All right." He's like, "You're a door prize winner." And I was like, "Oh, cool." And I was just like, and I didn't know what that meant. And he goes, "Check it out." He goes, "I'm gonna give you this to you." He's like, "When you see Al Milgrom, tell him thank you." I said, "Absolutely, no problem." So I ended up getting, as a door prize, an original art sketch from Al Milgrom. This is unbelievable because, I mean, if you know Al Milgrom, he's a legend in the business. We who have been around him and talk with him, like the 3 Men in the Basement guys always call him Uncle Al. So just like one of those things, like to get an actual art piece from him, original art piece, like this is just amazing. So this is actually one of my favorite things that I've been able to get, just because it's just that original art from a legend, and super excited to have that in my collection. But yeah, that's how I started the show out. I walked in, won a door prize just by walking in the door, which was amazing. And then from there, it was time to go shopping for books, and so I did. So I picked up a bunch of stuff. Let me go ahead and just start out with some of the stuff I got here. So I saw there was a guy who had just a bunch of stuff like discount and things like that. So there's just a stack of Doctor Strange newsstands from the 90s. I was like, oh, these are cool. Anybody who knows TiVo knows he was a huge Doctor Strange guy. So definitely cool to pick these up. Newsstand 90s are good stuff. And I also picked up same area. Got New Avengers #1. I always like this cover. Really fun one. And then also you got Wolverine, the ongoing series #2. So definitely awesome books to pick up. I think I picked up all these for less than $10. So that was how I started my day as far as buying was concerned. Then I continued on and was just picking up different stuff. So hold on, I should be a little bit more organized about this, but here we go. All right, so then I was excited to go ahead and get some of this stuff too. So we got some Veronica. Oh, see. So first we got this here. So we got a nice Wonder Woman newsstand from the 70s. That I think this is actually, no, this is, I think, early 80s, 50 Cent Wonder Woman. Can't go wrong with that. Then I picked up nice Veronica is issue #19. Newsstand on top of that. So this is some great Dan Parent work on this one. And he's actually going to be at Terrificon. So I may actually, so this, I thought it was, this is 1992. So I may actually bring this with me to Terrificon and see if Dan can sign this for me, just because I haven't, haven't had him sign any of my stuff yet. I had him do a sketch for me last year. I don't know if I'll be able to commission him this year, because I think from what I was told, the commissions have been just coming in fast and furious. Like everybody who can is trying to get a commission right away. But next, I picked up some other stuff for a guy who's going to be at Terrificon, and that is some Blade books done by Bot Sears. So I have Blade issue #2. This is not any kind of variant, just regular old #2. Then this is I think Strange Tale. No, Blade Sins of the Father. So this is like a graphic novel, I guess, but also done by Bot Sears. And then we have Strange Tales #2. So this is just retelling some early Blade. I'm trying to think, is this Bot Sears or not? I thought it was. Oh yeah, it is. Bot Sears did the cover. So here we go. Some Bot Sears. You can see his signature over in the corner. So nice little stack of stuff for Bot. I actually have a bunch of stuff for him. I'm hoping that he's not too expensive to get signatures for, because that might be expensive. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I went ahead and picked up a bunch of stuff, so I'm gonna be bringing a bunch of that stuff with me. Let me see. We also have here, actually, a really fun thing that I picked up. So I have actually these as well. Sorry, there we go. So I actually went over to Zap Comics, picked up a bunch of really cool magazines. These are $3 a pop. Like you can't beat that for $3 each. So we got Rampaging Hulk #9. I always love this cover where they're doing the funeral march for him, and he's sealed in the ice. The original Avengers. Gold suit Iron Man. Really cool stuff there. And then this I'm pretty sure is a reprint of Spectacular Spider-Man. So they did these 2 magazine issues. This I'm almost positive is like a reprint of it, just because it's in really really nice shape. Um, but for $3, I ain't complaining. Then also picked up nice little Marvel graphic novels. This is Elric #2. Got to get #1. So hopefully, I wonder if these guys will be a terrific one. Because if they are, I'm going to look for more of the magazine boxes. Because for $3 a pop, I'm not complaining. And then we also got here Vampirilla. This is issue #3. This was it says Dynamite. So this is not like #3 as in the 3rd issue that they've ever done, but this is I guess different volume #3, but nice Vampirilla cover there. So yeah, man, picking up some cool magazines, size books for $3 each for $12. I ain't complaining. That's awesome stuff there. And then let me see. What else we got here? All right, so we got you got Logan's Run. This is issue #6. So this is the first solo Thanos story. Everybody who knows me, I'm a big fan of Thanos. So definitely excited to have this. This is my second copy. This is an upgrade from the one I had. Then I also picked up another one of these, Haunted Mansion. It's actually a kind of a tough book to find. So if you can find it and it's in good shape. And so there's a couple little spots up in the corner, but that's not the book, that's the bag. So I just need to rebag this and put it in a nice new bag so everything looks pretty. Then I picked up some cartoon books. Now I've always been a fan of just getting some of these cartoon books and having them. So I try my best to pick up these whenever I see them, especially going through and checking to see which ones may or may not be low print run and a little bit more expensive. So we got right here Looney Tunes issue #1. So as far as the Looney Tunes are concerned, this was the key in this run. Then we got another book that's actually a really fun book to have if you can find it for cheap, because I'm pretty sure you can get it for cheap with no problems. You got to go ahead and do that. So this here is the Animaniacs special Christmas episode. So this is the first appearance of Yakko, Wacko, and Dot, along with Pinky and the Brain. So they all came through in this one. So a bunch of characters debut in this issue. So excited for that. Then we got some low print run Animaniacs. So we got issue #24. Really cool one right there. Issue #29, which is a really sick one. The Return of Hello Nurse. And she's, got like the little medical crosses like ninja stars, and she got a I don't know, health scanner that she's going to use the laser. So really cool art on that one. Then another low print run, issue #33, Jurassic Park homage. So really cool about that. The fourth Warner. I wonder what that's. Who's the fourth Warner? We don't know. And then I got a couple more books there from there. Oh, my kitten just decided to run under the table. All right. So I was able to pick up, and actually it's funny because I picked up both of these for, made a deal on these. So we got Vengeance of Bane, issue #2. So this is the second appearance of Bane. And then not to be shown up, we also got issue #1, the first appearance of Bane right here. So, yep, I'm prepared for him to come into the DC EU at some point, because I know that's what people always are talking about. Like, it's going to happen, you'll see. So, hey, look, bring them on. I got them. So then I picked up this. This actually is kind of a fun one, because I remember this is like if you're a Disney fan, this is like a really obscure movie that they made way back in the day called The Black Hole. Not a comic that you see often, so I'm like, yeah, I'll definitely pick this up. It's a nice little Whitman Black Hole. Oh, there they go. Kittens running around playing. But So there we go. We got that. Knocked down a book of mine. So, this I forget how I ended up getting this. I don't know if somebody threw this in or what. I think this came. This was like a VIP like thing that came with it. So you got Godzilla. This is Superman, Death of Superman homage cover right there, done by Dan Jurgens and Brett Breeding. That's right. And let's see, Compliments of the Comic Book Palace in Haverhill, Mass. So got myself that. I've actually never been to that shop. I need to check that out just because they have the comic exclusive. Then as we keep going, so I said earlier, like I had been picking up a bunch of Blade stuff. I don't know if these are necessarily the Bot Sears ones here. I don't think these ones are. But we got this is I think a different series. So we got issue number 2. So this is I think the solo series, like the first one. So Blade versus Dracula. If you ever played Darkstalkers, he looks just like Dimitri, the way that they have him drawn there. Then we got issue number 3. Nice high grade. We got round 2. And then issue number 4 of this series. So, whoa, here they come. So, all those nice. And then also got issue number 1 of the limited series. Oh, sorry, of the ongoing series that Bot Sears did definitely work on. So, that as well. So, that's another one I'll be bringing with me, I think, to have them sign. Then, let's see, so I showed all of those. We also have here, within this, really, really fun book that this is definitely coming with me. We've got G.I. Joe number 48. This first appearance of Sergeant Slaughter. I bought this specifically because I saw that Sergeant Slaughter is going to be a Terrificon. So this is definitely coming with me. I'm going to get Sergeant Slaughter to sign this. So this will be signed. I have to really, I mean, it looks really high grade. Just going to go ahead and really like get into this and make sure, it comes back nice, because I think this has a shot at being at least a 9.4. So I want to get this signed and probably graded. Then we have another really actually fun book, one that was kind of tough to find. I was actually found this later in the day when I was there, and that is Ewoks number 1. So this is from the Star, the Marvel Star series that they had, the little offshoots, and there's a newsstand on top of that. So really, really cool book. If you know anything about those series, you have like Ewoks and droids. Those first and last issues are kind of expensive if you can't find it. And of course, for Ewoks, you have the anniversary issue, along with the Heathcliff and the Muppet Babies. Those are the tougher ones to find, but slowly but surely, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get all the 25th anniversary issues. Then we have another book I picked up, which was What If Jane Foster had become Thor. So we get that first issue. The first appearance of Jane Foster as Thor. I was able to pick that up for really, really cheap. Really excited for that, just because enough time's passed since the movie came out, so people aren't like, oh yeah, we gotta get that, So, and then this one, as far as colors and everything, so I have to give my friend Steppo a shout out on this one, because Steppo was always talking about, whenever you see him talking, like, oh, the color strike, meaning the way that the book came off the press, how nice it looks, and for its age, I could not say no. The price was amazing, and I was talking with the guys at that booth, and I was able to work some deals and this and that. So I picked up Black Panther number 1, and I don't know if my camera does it justice, but these colors absolutely pop. They have it listed as an 8.5, but I mean, like the colors are so bright and vibrant on this thing that, like, literally, I was just like, yes, I have to have it. So definitely made sure that that came home with me. So there's that stack. But wait, there's more. And I know it sounds crazy for me to then be like, oh, like that stack's there and this stack's here. I like I said, I went in on these books. I went and had a good time. Um, as with any convention, I always make sure to get some blanks. So I found a nice House of Secrets 92 blank that I'll get someone to do a Swamp Thing on at some point. Then I found this, and I was actually really excited when I saw this because I was like, you know what? I don't have any blanks for this character, and it would be cool to get, a sketch of this. So I got a nice Witchblade. I don't know who I'm going to get to work on it. Oh, if I could focus. There we go. So a nice Witchblade blank there. As always, I'm always going to pick these up when I see them. So we got some G.I. Joe. Oh, come on, not like this. Come on. You're better than this camera. There we go. Oh, my goodness. Yep, so you got G.I. Joe. This is issue number 1. And then for the silent issue, I guess, issue number 21. So definitely excited about that. And then a couple of Transformers, issue number 1 from Skybound. So I don't know what I'm going to get on all these, but definitely going to get my sketches in. So I've racked up actually a pretty impressive amount of blanks just because I always buy them no matter where I go. But, that's just me. That's just how I kind of roll with this stuff. Is that I always want to make sure that I have blanks and stuff to sketch with, and I'll get sketches on, get sketch ideas. See what else is in this bag that I can find. All right, so that's it. This is the last stack of books from inside the bag. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Let's see what's happening here. And I'll get to these books. So, all right. Oh, here we go. So, more really awesome stuff here. So, these I would say are probably the I would say outside of the Black Panther, probably the better books that I was able to find. This actually was a great find here. So I ended up finding 2 of these. Now, if you don't know what these are, these actually are books that you should keep a lookout. So we have here, this is called Echoes of Future Past. This is issue number 1. If you don't know this book, this is the first appearance of Bucky O'Hare. So yeah, the rabbit, the cartoon that we know, this is the first appearance right there. And then so I found that at one booth and got it for a good price. And then I found another one a few booths down for an even better price. And so I was just like, well, I'm not gonna return the other one. I'm just gonna go ahead and buy them both. So I ended up getting a second one. So I got 2 of those bad boys. Yeah, definitely cool stuff with that. I told you I'm ready for the Bane. I'm ready for Bane to come in. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and pick up another first appearance of Bane. So I got 2 first appearances of Banes. First appearances of Bane. Chuck Dixon, Graham Nolan, and Eduardo Barreto worked on this. So I'm not sure if those guys are with us, not with us, what the deal is, but definitely excited to have that. At the booth that I ended up getting the cheaper, the one that was marked $10. I also picked this up too because I was just like, dude, this is a book I've wanted for a while. I know that when it comes to this book, I haven't really seen it for cheaper than like $100. Outside of when my friend pulled one for $1, and I was, oh, you know what that book is? And he was like, no, what? And I was like, oh man. I was like, well, that's like $100 book, dude. You should definitely buy that. And he's like, oh, I'll do it. Yeah. So, but if anybody knows Marville, Originville, this is just risque color that people like, and it's issue number 5. So this one's usually expensive. I want to say I think Humberto Ramos I don't know who Bright or Jima says, but I know that I think this is Humberto Ramos' artwork, or at least Humberto Ramos worked on this book. So if Humberto Ramos comes to a convention, I gotta get him to sign this and then get it graded. So then I actually picked up this because I have the foil of this, but it's actually just a fun book to have. So I picked up the regular edition of it, and that is Mega Man #1. This is the Dreamwave. So I get the regular, and I have the foil now. So definitely a fan of that. Loved that game growing up as a kid. And then this was actually a book that I was just like, oh man. And I ended up working a deal with the guy that worked the booth just because he's a cool guy. Like if you ever see, so the guy's name is Josh, Buzz Comics. If you don't know Buzz is an awesome dude. I always, every convention that he's at that I see him, I always talk to him, have a good conversation, and usually go to his booth to pick up some great books because he usually has some killer stuff. But I picked this up. I haven't seen this really around much at all. I've seen other people pick it up, but I have myself have never actually seen it in the wild, so I had to get it. This is Dark Horse Presents issue number 137. So we get the Predator hunting down the you-know-who, the Nazis. And yeah, man, I was just like, dude, this is a good one. And you know what's funny is that it says Ron Maz and Claudio Castellini. So I have to say, I almost thought it was Castagnoli when I first looked at it. I was like, the wrestler? Claudio Castagnoli? No, it's Claudio Castanelli. But just an amazing book. This one's another one that can get kind of pricey if you look it up. Like it's definitely like $100 book. I was able to get it for much cheaper than that, so made me happy. So that's that stuff. That's the stuff that I got. And as far as stuff that I'll be bringing with me to Terrificon, the Animaniacs, definitely some of those bot sears, blades, and a bunch of other stuff. So I have to do a video on that, do a live, or either a video or a live, and show you that type of stuff too. And just kind of let everybody know what's happening with that. And just because we're here, we're live, we're having some fun, I figure why not do an unboxing just because I have the time, I want to do it, you want to see it, like I said in my last video, so why not? And I know there's people kind of pop in and out, watch on and off, so I'm going to thank everybody who's been watching on and off, just because I do this for you guys to go ahead and have some fun. I do it to show off my collection and just have a good time with the stuff I got. So with that, I want to go ahead and get this unboxing going, so let's go ahead and check this out and see what we got.
Here's your special delivery.
Thanks.
Oh, that's for keeping me waiting.
And I have kept everybody waiting with this package just because let me see. I can see the postmark on it. Oh my God. So I got this back in December and I just haven't done this. So it says it was marked December 19th, 2025 is when it was postmarked. So yeah, right before Christmas, I ended up getting this. This was a purchase off of Instagram. It was a live sale. And I was like, you know what? I don't know what's in it, but I'm going to go ahead and check it out. I have to say, I normally don't hang on to packages for months and months and months like that, but I just been busy with different things and I just kind of did. So in certain cases, I think this makes it kind of more fun for me because I really have no idea what's in it. I didn't go back and look through messages, so I'm not sure. So you and I are finding out at the exact same time what is actually in this box. That's not the case with everything. It's the case with some stuff, but not everything. So it's a slab, which is definitely something. Oh, no, actually, no, it's not a slab. I thought it was just because of the shape of the box, but items are enclosed. So go ahead and remove that. Nice wrap job here. All right. So it's a couple of raw books. Nice pull tabs. I love it. I'm going to take out the razor and potentially cut the books, which I always try to avoid because that would suck. Let's see. So, all right. So I have no idea what these books are, but we're gonna find out right now. So what was purchased for me, or what was purchased by me 6 days before Christmas? Oh, yes, I remember this now. I remember this actually very well. So we have here, this is, oh, that's right. I forgot about that. So this is, ooh, you know what? I think I got to take this to Terrificon too, because I know Louise Simonson's going to be there, and I know she worked on this. And man, what do I do here? Okay, well, we'll see what happens. So I got New Mutants 87. This one's signed by Bob Wycheck, and it's a newsstand. So definitely an awesome book to have. Nice high grade. Excited for that. So I have a debate now. Do I bring this to Terrificon or do I not bring it to Terrificon? Actually, what I really would love to do with this is send this into the next signing that Todd McFarlane's going to do, because I know a lot of people think, all right, well, Rob Liefeld worked on this and this and that. I don't know fully what Rob did 100% on this. I actually would love to ask him, like, so what specifically did you draw and what did Todd draw? Or did he draw all the people and then just Todd inked it? I don't know, but you can tell by the faces that like McFarlane definitely worked on. I can tell the Cable face, the Boom Boom face, and the Feral face on the bottom. Like those are definitely Todd McFarlane. The Cannonball and Legion, you don't know. Maybe not. But yeah, that's in beautiful, beautiful shape. And then the reason I was excited too when I saw it when I first opened, because this is the book I saw first. So this here, which is amazing, no pun intended, but it's going to be the way it is. But this here is now my lowest number Amazing Spider-Man that I own. So we have issue number 25. That's right. I've cracked the top 25 of Spider-Man with my collection. That's amazing. That makes me really happy. And I forgot all about this. So yeah, issue number 25. And then high grade New Mutants 87 signed by Bob Wycheck. That was my unboxing. So if you didn't get to see me unbox it live, well, it's okay. You can watch this on the rewind if you're not watching it live with me. And, you can, see my surprise when I did it. But yeah, I remember buying these. I don't remember exactly when specifically other than the postmark, but I do remember getting these in the mail. It's been sitting all that time. So from December on. But yeah, I have now a issue in the 20s, so 25, Amazing Spider-Man. For me, that's huge. I'm excited. I don't think going through collecting that I would have had anything quite that high. I think for the longest time, quite that low as far as numbers. For the longest time, my lowest number, Amazing Spider-Man for the longest time was issue number 51, the second Kingpin. And now I've managed to get myself all the way to 25. So I don't know if I'll ever get anything in the top 10. I highly doubt it because I don't make that kind of money. But you never know. And I'm excited to have that in my collection. And just excited to have all the books I picked up at that show and finally get the chance to show them off. So, like I said, I've been saying it for a while. I have a bunch of stuff to show. I want to say that, a couple of these also came from this show, but I don't remember. I had one other book too. I just don't know where I put it, but I do have another one of these. So I recently got this here. So this is Samurai Santa #1. I bought this off of Tony Sanders. because I wanted to have a signed one, and he had it going on. And Jim Lee is coming to Terrificon, so this is my original Raw that I had, nice unsigned one, and I picked up a nice, really really nice high grade one um, from the show that I was at, and in the shuffle of moving everything around and just checking everything out, I don't know exactly where I put it, but I was the reason I bought that from Tony was because, again, I wanted to have a signed one, and I wasn't sure if I would have the time or patience to wait in the Jim Lee line, because his line is going to be crazy, and he's charging like $80 per signature. So I don't know if I want to do that, because there's other stuff I would like to get signed by some other people, and I still also want to buy some books and stuff too, and I want to get a sketch just because I have. A sketch that I want to get completed, which is my Sinister Six Simpsonized versions, and the only one I need left for the original six is Mysterio. So I want to make sure I have enough money to get that, plus the signatures I want, plus get some books, and everything else that comes along with going to a convention for the weekend. So as much as I want to go and see Jim Lee, that might be outside of outside of the possibilities that I have. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet, but yeah, just got a couple other books. I'm pretty. I want to say these also came from at least these two. I think came from that show, because I usually pick these. Actually, these three, either three or four. I don't remember. Hold on. So yeah, this, and I know this came from Re-Up Hunter. So if you don't know Re-Up Hunter, he's a local guy that goes to all like the local shows. I always look for him every time whenever I'm at any local show. And so I picked up the Hello Nurse thing from him. I picked this up. This is a great cover, Deathhawk. This is number 2. I picked this up off of him. I also picked up this here, the Where the Wild Things Are. So the Incredible Hulk, Where the Wild Things Are cover. I actually love this cover a lot. And then some really really early Adam Hughes. Got Spider Femme, I think it's called, right? Yeah, Spider Femme. Hold on, let me put this in a good spot. There we go. So Spider Femme, early Adam Hughes, really cool spoof comics and stuff like that. So definitely fun stuff. And I know I got those from him. This, I don't remember which booth. I think I might have gotten this one from Buzz as well, from his booth. So you got some Simpsons, issue number 155. Always kind of looking for different things. And then I know that I picked these up together. I don't remember from specifically which booth, but another set of the Dark Crystal. So issue number 1, issue number 2. So anyone who's a fan of that Jim Henson Dark Crystal, we get the these two right there. Pick this up. Also, I got for cheap, so I bundled it up. So I get X-Men issue 211. This is the one that has everybody has Yoda and the alien, the xenomorph, and all these different things all in it. I don't remember specifically where I got this out of, but got issue number 1 of Barbed Wire. So pretty fun there. And then just another good issue to pick up when you get the chance. You got issue number 164. This is the first appearance of Frankie Ray, who later becomes Nova. If you look at I think it's 284. She's there with the Galactus Fish. She becomes the Herald of Galactus. So yeah, just a bunch more books that I got from that show, and just a great time, great place to be when you're watching or when you go to the Little Giant Comic Con. There's so much stuff you can always find. And then I want to say that I still have more stuff to unbox. I have let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I have 6 packages still left to unbox. I'm not doing it now just because I don't feel like doing all that right at this moment. I feel like I would just, unbox them as the time comes. And then I have the stuff that I got from the Comic Crawl back in February that I haven't shown. And I got to show you guys what I'm taking to Terrificon with me to potentially get signed and figure out what book I'm going to try to, go for to see, which ones, obviously, but which one that is really my target. Last year, I had two main targets for my stuff last year. And I got some pleasant surprises with some books that I really wanted to pick up that I picked up that I didn't expect to see there. But my two main targets last year was the first appearance of Big Bada. That was Miracle Man? Mr. Miracle number. I think it's 4, 6, whichever it was. And then also the first Constantine, and I was able to get them both for actually pretty good prices too. I just had the Constantine one. I had to really just kind of get the guy that I was trying to buy it from. I had to basically just tell him when I was not being an asshole, but I was just like, look, man, this is what I'm paying. This is what I got. Because it was one of those things where, like, when you go to a show, you always want to, if you can try to negotiate, you try to negotiate. But sometimes people don't want to do that. They want to sit there and be like, oh, I don't know, man. I got to figure it out and see what this is. And I'm just like, look, I was like, I've gone around this convention like 10 times and I've seen that book. And I said to him, I was like, there's a guy right over there that has this book and the same, same price range-ish that I'm looking to get. And I'm telling you that, I want to get this and these together. And this is what I'm paying. And, if you're cool with that, great. If not, I'm walking over there. And I said it just like that. It was not really a nice way of saying it, but I said it like that. And the dude took the deal because he was just like, all right, because he knew, because he had seen me talking to that person before. So that's how I got the Constantine and two other books for, what I consider to be a really good price for those. And I also got the Mr. Miracle number 4. I walked around the entire weekend and I was like, all right, I got to pull the trigger. And I did. And I got it. And, decent enough price too, because the person was like, just kind of like, sometimes when you approach people on Friday, that some people are willing to do it right away. Some people are like, let me pump the brakes and see what happens. You never know. So then you kind of come back, like, hey, like, you still looking to move this book? Because, got some money, what do you want? And they're like, oh yeah, no, I'll do that. So, but to be honest, I would love to get that Mr. Miracle run. I have issue number 2. I have 4. I have 6, and I have I think like a couple like later issues. I have like 15, I think. If I was gonna go after another one for him, I would have to probably say, like, let me get issue number 1 if I can get to issue number 1. But we'll see, because there's some stuff I really want to get, and I just don't know specifically what I'm thinking. I'm kind of leaning towards I can't afford a Silver Surfer 4 right now. I just can't. But there's some I think DC books that I'm just like, you know what, I'd like to get that, see if I can pick that up. So Mr. Miracle might be one of the ones I'm like, Mr. Miracle number 1, see if I can pick that up. Also the Demon, like the Demon is also a really good series. I started picking up some stuff for the thank you, Bobby. I started, so I got my first Swamp Thing of the original run from Whodad. So like I kind of want to get that run too, but everything all in moderation. We have to see what happens. I'm sparing myself by not getting all the absolute stuff because I don't need that right now. I just want to get the back issues that I want to get. So I would say if I had to give one big key a shot, one big key, that'd be okay. If I could get this one book at the show and it's a decent enough price that I'm not going to feel sad for buying it, I think I would love to come up with NYX3. If I can get an NYX3, that would be pretty cool. But we'll see what happens, because I feel like that book, everybody wants to try to score big on that. Silver Surfer 4. I know I don't have the money for that right now. I'll keep an eye out for it. Hopefully, if maybe someone's selling a very cheap, not cheap, but good price, Werewolf by Night 32. I would love to get that too. But that's very, very wishful thinking. But we'll see. We'll see. Because Terrificon is going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to that and just seeing what it is that people are going to, be looking to show and pick up and just kind of hanging out with people that's going to be there. But all in all, though, I had a good time showing these books. I can show them again if anybody wants to see, if anybody missed. I know that, like Bobby's in the chat. I don't know who else might be, but, you can say hi. It's all good. I'm just kind of chilling out, having some fun, doing my best live show just because I can do a live show. I wanted to come on and do one just because I have the chance. And I don't know. Let me just go ahead and show some things again just because there's more people here now than were here before. So just kind of give some highlights of the stuff I got. So let's see. So we got, oh, there it is. Ha. I'm such a clown. So I'm sitting there like saying, like, I don't know where I put the other one. Ha. So I found it. So yeah, I did pick up a high grade Samurai Santa #1. So this is Jim Lee's first work. So now to go along with, so I upgraded and just put these here for a second. So this was my original. This is the one I had before that I was like, I would love to get this signed. Hey, Callie, what's going on? So, so that was my first one. I got Callie Comics in the house. And so this was my original that I had. And then I went and I remember I bought this at the show, at the convention. So I picked up an upgrade here just because I was like, you know what? I want to get, would you go with the green or red? You know what? I think green would show, I think, especially as a paint pen, I think a green would show up really nicely on this. But I don't know. I have to see that. But I have to say I'm pretty sure because I think he is standard to sign in like silver or gold. So I think I would do a gold if I could, just because, like I said, so I picked this up to try to upgrade. I'm like, oh, Jim Lee's going to Terrificon, so I'll definitely have him sign this. And then I saw how much he's charging for signatures. I was like, ooh, that's a lot of money to have him sign this. And then Tony Sanders was selling one on the Astonishing auction. I was like, you know what? I think I want to get this signed. I pick up a signed one. And I was like, and he's selling it for cheap. So I was like, yep, I'll take it. So I also have this one to hedge my bets just in case I don't see Jim Lee. So I have CGC 7.5. I have my original, which is not a CGC 7.5. I mean, CBCS 7.5. And then I have my much nicer one that I could get him to sign and, potentially slab. But, yeah. So I'm ready. I'm ready for Jim at any point in time. Like, yeah, I got Jim ready to go. So I got those. Yeah, we'll see, because the line's going to be crazy. Silver and gold for Christmas. Yeah. Oh, Christmas colors. Yeah, I know. That's in the what's it? I think it's in the either Frosty the Snowman or Santa Claus Coming to Town. I know, silver and gold, silver. Yep, I remember Bobby. Cornelius, that's right. Yukon Cornelius sings that song. And let's see. I'll show you some other stuff I picked up real quick. So, picked up. Oh yeah, so a collector's edition of the Icon. Love this book just because got to support these that have the trading card and everything in that. So great stuff there. These are definitely going to get brought to Terrificon because I'm going to try to meet Bot Sayers. He's actually there for the first time. So I picked up, let's see. So I got Blade issue #2 from his run. Then we get Sins of the Father that he worked on. And then Strange Tales issue number 2, where he worked on the cover. And then I got, where is it? Hold on. Here it is. Got the issue number 1 right here too. So, like, put all my Batsiya stuff together. So I can say, yep, those are all coming with me to Terrificon. This is coming with me to Terrificon, definitely. Gonna get G.I. Joe 48. This is the first appearance of Sergeant Slaughter in the comic, so that's definitely getting signed by Sergeant Slaughter. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna send this off to get graded too, which I usually don't do, but you know what? I'm gonna do it just because I can, and you know, I feel like especially with wrestling legends and stuff like that, it's like if you get the chance to meet them, you might as well get them to sign something, and if you want to have it slabbed just to preserve it, you might as well. So that's what I'm gonna do. I picked up this really, really nice, beautiful colors pop on this one. Black Panther #1. Got this for a great price. Zap Comics is super cool, so I was able to get this for. I think I got this for like $35. I asked them, and they're like, "Yeah, man, let's do that." So got those from them. I got this one to make Bleeker sad because it's fun. So Ewoks #1, newsstand. Kind of a tough book to find, but definitely a good book to have. Then let's see. Another book I'm going to take to Terrificon because not only is the guy that worked on the book going to be there, so the artist is going to be there and the voice actors. So we got the Christmas special for Animaniacs, first appearance of Yakko, Wacko, and Dot, and then the voice actors for Pinky and the Brain and Yakko are going to be there. So Rob Paulson did Yakko. He did he was Pinky from Pinky and the Brain. And then the guy did the voice of the Brain, who was Egon from the Ghostbusters, is going to be there. And then the guy who worked on the actual art for this book, his name is Robert Mauricio. So I'm going to get him to sign that too. So that works. So that's coming to Terrificon with me. Let me see. Actually, so I said earlier, I showed this and I was like, you know what? I'm all set for whenever they decide to, bring Bane into the current DC universe. I'm all set for that because I picked up his second appearance, and then I also picked up his first appearance. I got these both for a good deal from a couple guys I know that are local up to here. Is Comics CT Sean, and then his other buddy there. Like, got that from those guys, and then actually TJ is his friend, so I got that for those guys there, and then at the so I got that from those two guys, and then there was another guy who had one, and I was like, oh, this is cheaper. I'll definitely take that, and so I bundled that with some other stuff, and so I picked up another one, first appearance of Bane. So I got another, first appearance of Bane to go and get my stuff. Oh, it's gonna be a blast, dude. It's like Terrificon's my favorite show of the year. I have a great time with all that. Let me see. Any other highlights, really big highlights that I'm excited to show. Let's see. I'll show these again in a second, and then like these are some actually fun ones. So I showed this off, and this was a book that it was funny because I picked it up at one spot, and then I saw another one like a couple of boosts down for an even better price. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take them both. So this here, Echoes of Future Past, issue #1, is the first appearance of Bucky O'Hare. So Bucky O'Hare appears in this. There's a bunch of like smaller stories. It's like not a super thick book, but it's a little bit thicker. But it has the Bucky O'Hare story done by Larry Hama, and then I saw another one, and this one was priced even better. So I was like, yeah, let me pick that up too. So I got 2 of those. And then from the guy that I got the cheaper Bucky O'Hare, I also was able to bundle that with this, which is the Marvel Originville, which, if you're into risque covers, there you go. So people love this cover. It's usually like $100 book. Even at 65, it was a good deal. So I was like, yeah, I'll take that. And then I also was able to pick up this from a guy. He gave me a great deal on this one too. This is Dark Horse Presents number 137. Bobby. Cali Beautiful. Yes, absolutely. Tons of it. And then, so Dark Horse Presents 137. No ads in this book, apparently. But, you get the Predator hunting down Nazis. You can't say no to that. It's actually one that people, it gets kind of pricey. I don't know if there's necessarily a low print run. I think towards the end of this run. So definitely a good book. And then I did an unboxing as well from a couple of books that I got all the way back in December that I just am unboxing now. And I got them, I want to say, a week before Christmas. And I don't know why I didn't unbox them. I just was kind of being lazy about it. And so I decided to do it now. And I was like, oh, I forgot that I got these. But I got a really, really nice high-grade New Mutants 87 newsstand signed by Bob Wycheck. So I think the next time that they do a McFarlane signing, I'm going to send this in to have Todd sign this. I'm debating whether or not to have Louise Simonson sign this at Terrificon. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. And then I was able to, also with this, I picked up my lowest number Amazing Spider-Man. So I have officially entered into the mid-20s with Amazing Spider-Man, which I now have issue number 25. So definitely excited to have that, just because going forward into my collection and everything like that, I really didn't think that I was going to end up getting anything past my lowest number that originally was 51. And now I have a 25, which is cool. So like I said before, I don't think I'm going to end up getting in the top 10 just because I don't have that kind of money. But you never know. Maybe one day. I don't know. But I've just been having a great time, just kind of showing off different books. I have, like the books I will take to Terrificon, I will definitely go ahead and map that out. It's funny because Terrificon is in 2 weeks. So in my downtime at work, I'm going to be just being like, okay, here's the artists. What books do I have for them? And narrowing it down because I think I'm going to have a really, really good turnout of books to get signed. Hopefully that don't cost too much, but I'm going to do what I can. And then I'm going to, try to target some books that I really want to get and see from like what I have going on. I would love to, my boss won't agree with you, but it is, making sure you have all your books together, making sure that you are budgeting properly to go ahead and get everything that you want. So these are my priorities with the convention. So number one, getting books signed by the people I want to get signed, right? And preparing that budget out. Then getting a couple of sketches that I want to get. I definitely need to get one so I can finish off my Sinister Six sketches, Simpsonized. So I get Mysterio. I've already talked to that artist, so that's in the works. I'm all set. I even have my blank for him, so that's going to be perfect. So he's going to go ahead and have that. Then I have to figure out what books I want to get, from the show. Like what books I'm just looking to pick up. I think I might try to pick up maybe one, semi big book, and then just go and see what I can get for just decent deals, and come home either with a big stack of books, because I really don't want to sit there and just hammer and get one giant book and then be all right. Well, there's my wallet. My wallet's empty. I'm done. I'd like to come back with decent haul of stuff. So we'll see, because there's always deals to be had. You just gotta try to see what you can make happen. So that's gonna be my that'll be the challenge for me is to see like, what can I come back with that I think is good, because I did good last year. I think I'll be able to do good this year. But we'll see. Just because I think that overall, it's just going to be not pulling the trigger on the first book you see. That's always the hardest part, is being like, okay, this book is like $900. Do you want to buy it now? I'll take $800 for it. Okay, I'll do that. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, that's a big hit to my budget. Like, what do I do? So that's always the way to not do it. And too, making sure that you have money to eat with and all the rest, because a lot of people will neglect that and be like, I'll just starve all weekend. Don't worry about that. Like, no, I'm going to make sure that everything goes the way it's supposed to go, because I really don't want to go past what I budgeted for and have to use my card or go to the ATM and take out extra money that I wasn't planning on, because that's never a good thing to do. So, but that I think is going to be the way I want to do things. I try not to. I try to stick within what I can maintain, just because the worst part about it is that, like, especially like, so let's say it's the week you get paid and you have some extra money. If you get paid weekly, cool. If you get paid bi-weekly, it's a little bit tough, because it's like, all right, I spent this, and and then you're like sweating for the next, week or so, and pinching pennies here and there just to make sure that you don't, go too far into the, into the swamp here, and then, get paid again. Like, okay, cool. So I want to make sure that, like, I take out enough that I'm good, and that I can, just replenish with my next check and be fine, and, not have to sit there and, be like, well, gonna be late on this bill because I decided to get, this really cool book, and, top ramen. Yep. Oh, it'll be ramen and peanut butter and jelly for a little bit. If you go too far, that. So it's like, oh, what's for dinner? What did we have last night? Leftovers. Like, don't eat all that. Okay, we gotta have some for leftovers. So, but yeah, just trying to figure that out. And then especially too, if I'm gonna get a book to get slabbed, because they always will hit you and be like, all right, like here's the hit to your credit card. Now I say, oh, I wasn't expecting that. So, but yeah, it's definitely gonna be a fun time. I know a lot of people are gonna be there. Cliff usually goes. 3 Men in the Basement always go. I'm trying to think who else normally goes. Me, my buddy Sean, my buddy Amazing Murphinator. I know sometimes guys from Canada come down. Comic Ozzy, and was it Hyper Comics and Hyper Combo Comics, and then was it Black? Hold on. Yeah, the slab payments and he's like, yeah, it definitely is. Like, it'll get you. Black Crown comes down. Oh, he has come down. So I don't know if he'll be down this year, but trying to think. Erod 212 always goes. So I see a lot of different people at the show, and I try to do what I can. And then actually, funny enough, I always try to run prices by some of the people that I'm hanging out with there, just to be like, don't go for that one. Just wait on this one. See if they'll take this. So I'm always kind of bouncing off negotiations of people to see like what they think, or should I go for this or should I not go for this? Like, I think that this is kind of, you think I'm pushing it, asking for this, and like, see what happens. So, but yeah, it's a tough one. It definitely is. It definitely is a tough one. And then, just balancing all that out, because you go and you have your fun, and then all of a sudden it's time to pay the piper. It's like, oh, guess what? You got a bunch of bills due next week. Like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. So, but I will say this: the fun part about this is that with Terrificon being the show that I usually do at the end of my year, so it happens in August. It's towards the last, I would say, third of con season. And after that, I usually shut it down. I'm like, all right, maybe buy a book here and there, but I usually tend to kind of pump the brakes on buying until we get to, usually the holidays or thereabouts, if there's a good sale. And then if not, then I usually will sit there and look at like, all right, New Year's, what's happening? Or if I'm planning on going to like convention that's, out of state, like I did with Heroes. Like Heroes, I saved the whole year for. I was like, all right, I'm going to Heroes. I'm going to have some fun, and I did that. I think the next convention I might do out of state is going to be Baltimore, but that I don't think it's going to happen in front of it. It'd probably be 2028 before I do that. We'll see, because it all depends on what happens and scheduling and all the rest of that stuff. But I know for me, just I'm having a good time, with Terrificon. If Terrificon's the, destination for next year too, I'm fine with it, because I love that show. And I encourage everybody who's watching, if you're from out of state and you want to go to a really good show, I encourage you to go, because it's a blast, man. There's so many people from the community there. And on top of that, last year, the deals were looking to make deals. Like they were just like, yeah, like I got so many good books because I was willing to work with people. Except for that one place that was kind of like, stingy about it. And I had to kind of, twist their arm and say, listen, I'm going over there if you say no. And I was like, all right, like, don't do that. Talk to me. We'll see what we can do. But everyone else, though, like so many people, like, yeah, like I can do that. I can do this. I can do that. So, I would say to anybody, it's a great experience. Like I don't know how many of the shows have it where your hotel, the convention, and the restaurants and stuff like that are all in one spot, and they have a casino there. So if you like to gamble here and there, there's a casino that you can make sports bets. You can play table games. You can play poker. You can play craps, roulette, whatever you want, and it's all under one roof. And so it's just, I don't know. I can't say enough good things about it. The hotel itself is gorgeous. The atmosphere is great, and the show is just amazing. Like they have so many good artists. So. And just guests in general, like, so it's going to be a good show. I never thought I'd say, like, I'm going to a convention that has Priscilla Presley. Like, she's not my cup of tea. I'm not a big Elvis person, but there's plenty of people that are. So a bunch of people are like, oh, Priscilla Presley's going to be there. I'm going. I'm like, dude, do you, man? I'm excited just because it's like I got a bunch of different books that I can get signed by different people. I'm happy to be able to meet Bart Sears, because I never have. I actually have a few books with Chris Claremont that I had him to sign a bunch of stuff, but I have some books that I can actually have him sign. So I may be, braving that line, which is always a long one, but I'm cool with it, because I think it's always nice meeting Chris Claremont. Like I've met him 3 times, super nice guy. So I have a good time with that. Trying to think what else. Yeah, like I'll do a formal, like I guess, showing of the books I'm going to take to get signed, or at least plan to get signed, and then we'll go from there. And then when I come back from the show, I'll be able to tell my stories of what I got signed, what I didn't get signed, what happened in between, who I had to make a decision on, show my sketch that I got, and my books. And then, get back to unboxing some of these awesome books that are just sitting in this stack of stuff that Bleak always makes fun of me. He says, like, oh, Chris, I'm Chris, and I don't care about my books. I care about them. I just know that they're not going anywhere. They're just sitting right there. So I'll unbox them and show people some stuff when I'm ready. I just, kind of like the unboxing part of things is fun, but I'm just kind of like, yeah, don't have to, like, I don't have the itch to do it right away. I'm just kind of like, yeah, like I'll check it out. So, but been on for about an hour, so that's kind of fun. Yeah, like I said, it was kind of a spur of the moment thing that I jumped on. I just was, sitting at home wanting to show him some books. I like I said before, it's Tim T-Will Lord of the Long Box's birthday, who's no longer with us. So, in the spirit of just community, the community that he helped build, that he helped shape, and the fact that he was a friend of mine that I miss dearly, I was like, you know what, I'm going to go on, and I just wanted to really just come on and just have some fun, wearing my Lowe's Long Box shirt, and do my best to entertain you guys in his spirit, even though he was far better than I am at it. That's 100% the truth. There's no hands down. Tim was amazing as an entertainer, as a friend, as a comic book historian, as a collector. He was great in all those different aspects. So Oh, we got someone that popped in. Hold on. Let me go ahead and get this guy on there. Give him a proper intro. There we go.
Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that?
Spec that is not upset. Best one boxing.
Who that?
Best one boxing.
Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that?
Hello.
Hello. You know, I when I made that, I had to sit there and say, you know what can I put in that encompasses who that, and try to give a subtle subliminal like hint to those in the CBA and people that watch, like, you know what, best unboxing. So I'm doing what I can to get you that over, even though I did my own. And I'm not trying to take away from you. I'm not trying to jump on your toes, nothing like that. I'm just kind of being like, yeah, I got some stuff to show.
Speaking of shows and awards and all that stuff, we need to do graphic content after San Diego. So whenever you're available next week, we can do it.
Yeah, I should be available next week. I mean, I'm available.
Definitely got to talk about all the news that's going to drop.
I know. Like, just
because I heard Marvel's going to be. Marvel's got like 60 celebrities there.
They I mean, trailers have been coming out fast and furious for everything under the sun, not to get not to get too ahead of us, but I will say this: the Clayface trailer was different than what I was expecting, and my God, there's certain parts of that even just in the trailer, I was like, "Ooh, this is gonna be a hard movie to watch."
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna probably watch that movie at theaters. Hopefully, it's probably gonna. Well, I should say probably not gonna watch it at theaters. If I'm available to watch it at theaters, I will, because I forgot DC is gonna go to HBO Max or whatever, so I won't be able to watch it. So, so I'll probably try my best to see it, but like I said, it's not gonna be an easy watch. It's not gonna be one of those things.
No. And by no means do I mean that. Like, I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, oh, like we can't possibly watch this. Like, no. It's just gonna be a tough movie.
I'm not a big horror person.
Yeah.
And they look like they're leaning on the horror, and it's coming out in October. So they're
gonna hit a home run with that.
I'm not excited. I'll say this: I'm not excited, but I'm happy it's coming out.
Yeah. I feel like they're gonna hit a home run with that, and I think that it's funny because the Marvel one that they did for the Werewolf by Night, like from the time that came up, people were like, oh, like, this is great. They need to do more. I feel like Clayface is definitely gonna take that away, like the horror element away from Marvel in that way. I think that they're gonna. I mean, especially
Marvel had it. Marvel had a lot of stuff in the bag, and it just. I don't know what it is or what happened, but they had two things easily after they hit home runs. They could, and the first one was not leaning more on black characters.
Yep.
Besides Black Panther, after seeing what Black Panther did in theaters, I would have tried to accelerate a Blue Marvel. I would have said, "Hey, get whoever you need to get Blade correctly," and I would have done it. But then on the other side, when they did so well with the Werewolf by Night, that should have fast tracked the Midnight Suns. Like,
yep.
Like, if you can't figure out how to do Blade by itself, all right, Midnight Suns. We're gonna have Werewolf by Night. We're gonna have Man Thing, Blade, and probably have Ghost Rider. We'll just put him and let him go against Dracula and his crew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So some kind of way. And then people are like, well, how can you explain? I said, it's easy. They do it at night. All their stuff happens at night.
Yep.
When we see all these other battles, usually it's during the day. Even Endgame, that was actually during the day with a lot of clouds because in the spaceship. So it looked like, it got dark out there. That wasn't because it was dark. Yep. So they fought a lot of, I would say, probably majority of battles fought during the day. All you gotta say is all this is happening at night. When heroes go to sleep, we fight. There you go.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go. But
Yeah.
I heard Denzel Washington is in San Diego.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
I'm
we
looking
will get an announcement. We will get an announcement. He probably come out there. I don't know if they're gonna say the character, but he is there. I heard. Already got confirmation of that.
I'm looking forward to it. We got someone else in the back we're gonna bring out right now.
Bleecker Street.
Bleak, bang that joint.
Bleak, 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 bleak. Bleak, 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 bleak.
Bleecker Street.
Comics.
Slab. Oh, not a slab.
Bleak, 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 bleak.
Bleecker Street.
Comics.
Oh, damn right.
Yeah.
Going on, boys.
Not too much. Just chilling. I was just, I was in the midst of saying because I, was figured I'd go live just because I could, and I was saying like I was just trying to entertain just because. So, and in all sincerity, today is always kind of a weird one, just because I was very friendly with Tim Lowe's in the Long Box. So it was just like, today's his birthday, and it's just like just one of those tough days to get through. So I was like, you know what, I'm wearing my shirt, and I just wanted to try to, just kind of just do something to get my mind off of being sad.
I didn't know. How to say that? I didn't know. Maybe I just forgot. If I didn't know his birthday was the same birthday as my mom's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's birthday is today. So.
Yeah. So I just, I just was like trying to figure something to do that was like, all right, this will be fine. I can do like that, and just kind of, had some fun and everything like that. And so I was like, I was saying, I try to do my best to entertain you. Like, not even close to what he would, because I mean, Tim was so just, I guess, really so much of a natural at this that, I mean, him, was smooth the way he would talk about things. And he helped inspire a lot of people to kind of go and get the books they wanted. He helped out a lot of people within the community to be like, yeah, like, if you want to do this and try to make it, just try to make it legit, like do these things here. And he was definitely a great influence in the community. So, I miss him, I used to talk with him at off airs and stuff like that, back in the day and stuff like that. So, we talked a bunch, and I used to have some really fun conversations with him about hip hop and comics and everything like that. And, just a guy that, I definitely, I feel like I had a good bond with, and, just miss him. So, I do my thing to honor him. Every show, every convention I go to, I will wear this, especially if it's a multi-day show. I'll wear this at least one day out of the show. So if it's a one-day show, this is what I'm wearing. If it's a 3-day show, I wear my Lord shirt at least one day, and just kind of.
You don't want to see me at a 3-day show. I start with a lot of clothes, and by the end of the show, gone, just gone, streaking right through town square, man.
I mean, as long as you're quick, you're able to get away with it. If you're slow, though,
I like the stroll.
I'm fast. It doesn't work for me.
I like the stroll around. You know how it goes.
That doesn't work. That will work for me at least. But I stroll. They'll catch me in the nobody wants to see this. Let's go.
I smoke cigarettes, Boston. They're gonna catch me. Trust me. I'm like half a block away. I'm just like, okay, all right. I give up. I'm sorry.
Yep. No, I was just talking about you. How you make fun of me for not opening my packages. Is I should. So I opened one tonight. That was postmarked from December. I knew I had a package. I've seen I've been looking at it for months, and I was like, oh, I should open this. And so I didn't know what was in it. I forgot what was in it. And but I was like, oh wow, December 19th, 2025. I was just like, I was thinking at the most it was maybe like, oh, like something from February.
That's 7 months ago, Boston.
Yeah, almost 8.
Open your fucking mail, guy. What are you doing?
I don't know, biding my time. It's like, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Now this wonderful book on
Whatever year he really goes for best unboxing, that's going to be his year because he's going to have a ton of packages.
Year. It's like I've got 5 years of boxes saved up. This is my year, baby.
Dude, that'd be something. Actually, that would be like BLC. Like BLC, it kind of is like that. Like just because he has so many different stuff coming from the Bobby says, "Tell the family happy birthday from me, who dat?"
Oh well.
So yeah, he has so many packages coming from CGC that he's like, guys, I gotta open this one. I got like this whole box is. I'm like, geez, dude. I was just like, I thought I was dead, but you know.
Dude, I can't.
But he's constantly getting things.
Well, yeah, I think the same thing about who that though. I'm just like, Jesus, Louises, man, this guy fucking constant on CGC unboxings. It's like, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I'm gonna like I'll fully admit like I may have an issue. You know, maybe. Not saying I do, but I might because you know when it comes to. Oh, let's put it like this. So I have now taken to because I didn't know at the time whether or not I was gonna meet Jim Lee. I thought I didn't know it was gonna cost to meet him, and then I found out the cost is $80 to have him sign a book. So I was like, "Ooh, that's tough." So I was like, "I don't know about this." Yeah. So I was like, like we'll see what we have to do. But so I have my original Samurai Santa, right? So this was. You know, mine that I had from before. And then I upgraded at the convention I went to in April. And so I got, you know, a nicer great copy of it. So I have him sign this. But then Tony was like, I'm selling my Samurai Santa #1 and this and that. And I was like, I remember that. That one's signed, isn't it? And so he's like, yeah. And he put a price on. I was like, yeah. I was like, sorry. And I did the bid. And I was, I'm sorry. He put it at auction. I was just like, let's go. And I ended up winning it for a great price. So I was like, you know what? I was like, so now I got this. So I have 3 of them now. So I might have a bit of a problem. But I did it on purpose to hedge my bet just in case I don't meet Jim Lee. I'm like, all right, well, so I got my original one from years ago. Then I got one earlier this year to have him sign. Hey, BLC is here. What's up, BLC?
You got a samurai problem over there, buddy.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see. Because I mean, I might meet him, I might not. I have to see what I have to do. I have to budget it out. So that's going to be my project at work, my side project at work. When it gets slow, I'm like, hey, all right, who's coming? What's the cost? Let me see what I'm going to do. And getting a sketch too. I know that. And then looking at books I want to buy and seeing what the dice going to hold for me. So I did those. And then also show my unboxing. I said it before, and I try just continue to keep showing this just because I can, because
make yourself big. So we get the full extent of your books.
Gotcha. So I ended up getting. So this is what was just sitting around since December, just chilling in a box. So we got a nice high grade copy of New Mutants 87, signed by Bob Wycheck.
Just sitting in a box since December, no problem. Not excited to open that at all, were you? Okay.
Oh, I was. I just, you know what's fun about that though is that being that it's been such a long time, I don't know what's in the box, so it's like I can't like some pack. Like there's a couple packages I'm pretty sure I know what it is. But then it's like a Christmas present. Like I literally had no idea what it was when I was opening it. And all of a sudden I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh yeah, I remember this now. So it's kind of fun in that way. But and then the other thing that I had, because it was 2 books. So the other one was my lowest number Amazing Spider-Man. So so I've crossed the threshold. So now I've officially entered the 20s in Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so issue number 25. So that makes me happy. So, yep. That's what I was just kind of chilling and doing. And I was like, you know what? Wrong one. There we go. So I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and unbox that. And I mean, and I still have, like, when I look, I still have 6 packages. So
I do. Speaking of packages, I do have a CGC unboxing.
Ooh.
Next week.
There you go.
So they got 7 modern books coming back.
I haven't been paying attention. I will definitely enter that. I forgot. I haven't entered the BLC asked me why haven't I entered the free giveaway for Terrificon. That's gonna happen. I've been busy, man. It's been a lot going on, but I will definitely do that.
I got to show you this book, Chris.
Uh-oh.
Son, this is I showed Bleak already. This is was it First Full Arcade?
Oh, nice.
Second Captain Britain, but this one has pizzazz.
Oh, you did it. You know what? I too have
Well, pizzazz insert, but I have issue 65 coming back from CGC that has the pizzazz insert, so everybody will see what the grade is on that one. So I'll have 65 and 66.
yeah. So that's so funny because yeah, you said that, and I'm like, oh yeah. I was like, I remember that. I did the same thing a while ago. So yep, there we go. So I too have a pizzazz. Woo!
It has the pizzazz in the inside.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think it's that rare anymore. Oh, boo.
That's all like this book's crap now.
You're gonna see this on Astonishing now. I don't want it anymore.
Oh no. Yeah, I've been, dude. Like I've
Mine's not high of a grade though. Mine's like an 8.5. Well, it got a little issue up here, so it's probably not an 8.5, maybe an 8.
Yeah, no, yours is higher than mine. Mine, I think it's about a 6.0.
It has like a little issue, the biggest issue, a little chip up there, so it's a little tiny. 8.8. I got it graded 8.0.
That's 6.5 though. I mean, so you get the 65, so that's a good one too, though. So I was just like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, pizzazz, I'll check that out. So
Yeah, well, I got a pizzazz that's coming back. Wolverine #4 from the limited series. First Rocket Raccoon in comics.
oh, nice.
Yeah, first Firestar.
282.
No, the Spider-Man Amazing Adventures, Amazing Adventures Spider-Man, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just the what's it called?
Friends, whatever it's called.
Hulk 271 is the one you're talking about. The
No, well, yeah, the Hulk 271, but I also have Firestar too. So,
And so,
like Spider-Man and Amazing Friends.
Yep. I was say so that's crazy because it's like what is it? So you're gonna have that coming up. So have you received that stuff yet, or is it on its way back?
No, it should be here Monday.
Okay, so that's Monday, and then BLC says he has a C2E2 CGC unboxing happening tomorrow. So you got a whole weekend planned out, a whole weekend of 3 days at least, because so you have, you're with me tonight. Then go see BLC tomorrow to see his C2E2 unboxing because that's going to be awesome.
Oh, I got an
And then-
ASM 194 too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I got 194 and 2 Mark Jewelers are going to be in that package. So that's pretty good.
I'll probably I'll do an unboxing on church. So you can do it.
Oh, there you go. So now we got Sunday covered. So there's going to be an unboxing on church, and then Monday, who that has his unboxing?
Now my unboxing is not
what
going
is
to be
this?
as good as these guys.
Oh, look at
unboxing.
this. Now
It's
see,
gonna be
BLC, not to be outshines it. He has a Marvel team up pizzazz insert 65 9.2.
Oh shit! Fuck off.
So he's got a 9. So you got to beat a 9.2 of that pizzazz.
He's gonna find out. He'll find out Monday. We'll find out Monday.
There it is. We'll all find out together to see.
I think mine had a shot at a 9.8.
Ooh, there we go. Yeah. It's been fun. Just
I had a long shot, but it's a shot.
I have to say, like, I think as far as just watching everybody and what people have been picking up, like people have been having a really good year this year. Like people have bought a lot of good stuff, and I think a lot of it is just taking advantage of good sales, getting good deals where you can, and just there is a lot of people that have been picking up some amazing stuff, and I think that which is I think the CBC awards are gonna be there should be a lot more people that get nominated because I've seen a lot of really good stuff, and I hope the best for everybody that gets nominated. That is within our community, especially the first time nominees who just are getting put in there for the first time. But yeah, I hope to see you guys coming home with some trophies because I like Bleak has gotten for church. Who that's still working on getting the best unboxing, and that seems to be a rough category to go through because it's just like, depending on the subscriber count you have, sometimes you're going up against some major league hitters that just got
Well, that category was weird because I pretty much went. I went against an ensemble. So there are like 7 people in a group for that.
that
group. It might have been more than 7, but it was at least
the Council of Comics or something.
Yeah, it was like it was at least. And the funny thing is, that's the only category they won. So that's why it was so weird.
Oh, dude, they won they won a ton of awards.
I shouldn't say that. Let me say they didn't win against Allen. They didn't win against Allen. They didn't win against Bleecker. So what I'm trying to say is, if the same people said they voted for those guys that said they voted for me, I should have won. That's what I'm trying to say.
I see.
Yeah. So many people, I voted for you. I voted for you. I was like, well, don't. The math ain't mathing. Because these guys lost to these guys.
Yeah, no, I mean, and like I think I got nominated. I got nominated for like having like best hair and beard or something like that. So
I did that. I did that. I nominated.
So there's that. But it's just like it's funny to me because it's like So as somebody who gets nominated for like one of the outside categories like that, I will say it was kind of crazy seeing those guys go up there because it was like watching Michael Jackson at the Grammys in the 80s. It was just like, and here's another one.
Well, didn't the guy with like the hair and beard? Didn't he have like no?
Yes,
beard
it was ridiculous. Yes, it was ridiculous.
It was kind of weird. He should have been like that. Should have been like, oh, you're eliminated off the rip.
Oh, dude, I remember Journey getting so upset that he was in that same category. He's like, how is hands the same as facial hair and hair? Why am I in a category with those guys? That is not right for me. It's like, all I do is I show hands.
It's a criminal shame that Papa Wheelie never won Best Hands before he passed away. He should have won. He should have won Best Hands for sure. How many fingers did he just give the community every time he was on?
I mean, the same too, but I mean thousands of times over and over.
He fingered us all so many times.
Yeah, he wouldn't stop, and we didn't ask him to.
I know what I said.
Nope, he wouldn't stop, and again, nobody asked him to. No.
Asked him to.
Can you please stop that? I was like, you know what? It's all right. It's you. Go ahead.
Give her, Papa.
But yeah. Man, like I have to think about just the awards are always fun, and I enjoy them. I think that people have a great time with it, and I like I said, like I am hopeful to everybody who gets nominated. I hope everybody does well, and in the end of it all, I would love to see who that win the best unboxing, just because I mean. Last year, I would say if you're gonna look at what he was bringing in, like it was really
last year was way better than this year. I'll admit to what I'm, I'll admit last year my unboxings were like way better than this year.
Yeah,
like it's not even close. But
you know what?
We'll see.
For Beckerman, I'll say this just because he says. Not only am I up past my bedtime, but I'm watching Boston Chris. Poor decisions in the Beckerman household. If you're going to make a decision with me attached to it, make it a poor decision because that's the best way to do it. So
look, I got to add this to your whole thing. So you have to say a channel member just so Beckerman can stay a channel member because he says he's only a channel member so he can level off the luck of you winning the giveaway.
That's like, okay. I mean, it's fine by me. Look, all I ever do is I hope for the best, And sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But you know what? In the end of it all, though, I would say there was one point that there's something I really, really wanted, and I think it was Susie wanted, and I was like, so close. And then she was like, oh no, you can give it to Bob. I was like, no, you won that fair and square. I was like, you keep that prize. I was like, I'll find one of my own at some other time. But I really did want that, but that's okay.
I really can't win prizes to save my life. The only prize I've won in the past eon is a deck of or a pack of cards, and I gave them to Houdat. I was like, who collects cards? Houdat's like, I collect cards. I'm like, give that shit, give him to Houdat. He wants that shit. They were pretty cool though. They were all right. They were cool cards.
Oh, there's some people that just they're made for winning contests. That's just the way it is. And there's others who just sit there on the sidelines and be like, wow, must be nice. I don't know what that's like.
Yeah, but nowadays it's all different now because you're not just at church. You just get entered in a contest and you win something. At every other bloody thing, you get entered in a contest to win a chance to get entered into a contest. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, there is a on Instagram I think it's like a Hulk 181 or something like that. I'm like, oh my God. So I was like, this would be fun.
Yeah.
If I won that'd be great. And then I think somewhere else, someone has a giant size X-Men out there that's like, you could win. I'm like, well, shit, I can enter.
There's a whatchamacallit out there, too. I don't know if they've already done it, but there's a Spotlight 5 out there in Boston that's like a 5.5.
Yeah, I entered that one, too. I was like, you know what? I should do that.
I only entered one of them. I don't know. I don't.
I figured I might as well throw my name in there.
Bro,
but
I'm gonna answer it, but I don't expect shit. I'm like, all right.
No, me neither. Me neither.
Could you imagine winning an 8.0 Hulk 181? Can you fucking imagine? Come on.
I can imagine it. It's just not going to happen.
Well, no.
But I'll say this much though. So when they sit there and they say to me like, "You can win this," I say, "No. I can enter to win this." The only thing I have control of is I entered. I put my name on the dotted line. There we go.
I can watch Beckerman win it, or I can watch, I can watch Boston win it. But I'll just be watching someone I know win it.
If I win that, I'd be so excited. Like, yes, look what I did. And I would say just like that, I did it. This is what I did.
I made it. I can stop collecting comics. We've done it, guys.
Oh no, that wouldn't happen.
No, that would.
That's why.
I don't know if I would love to win the Hulk 181. Just since
that's right.
One before.
That's 100% right, Callie. Just like on the comics, entering that Schwinn bicycle.
Yeah,
oh, how many? I entered, but I didn't win no 10-speed Schwinn. I'm saying here I am walking.
I entered to win a free cruise a couple of times when I was on the cruise, and I didn't win.
Dude, you know what's funny with that is that if I won the cruise, I wouldn't believe them. I'd be like, bullshit, and I'd hang up on them.
If somebody ever calls me and says you want a cruise, I'll laugh at them because I'm like, you're just trying to kidnap me. See, you just want my money. Not that I have any, but you want my credit cards. I know it.
Huh.
Oh, did y'all see they got a trailer for Resident Evil and it looks amazing?
Yes, it looked good. Yeah, I didn't know if it was a movie. I didn't know if it was a movie or a TV show.
It looks like a movie. It looks like a movie.
That's what I thought. I was like, it looks pretty cool. You know what it reminds me of?
Horror. It looks like real horror.
Yeah,
it looks like a good horror movie. It really does.
It reminds me of So it reminds me kind of like what was it? Twisted Metal, because the guy's like, oh, you need to deliver this? I can do that, no problem. And so he's agreeing to do something that he doesn't know what he's getting himself into.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, you're like, oh wow. So I'm kind of like, I mean, it's a different take on it. It seems kind of fun. So I'm looking forward to it.
They got to give us at least one more season of Twisted Metal, man. At least one more.
I hope so.
Me too, bro. That was
so Beckerman is either so tired or he was so excited to write this little jab at me. That's why my goal isn't to win, it's for Chris to lose. But the first time he did it, he just completely exploded. He was like, ah!
That's why I thought.
It's like the good in him wouldn't allow him to finish the sentence. And then he had to hand it off. Like, Joe, go ahead and type this out for me. I can't bring myself to insult Boston Chris. Not like this.
Callie won a TV. Nice.
Oh, really? Dude, that's awesome. I think the
That's
best
cool.
I got from a bottle cap.
That's why they don't do anything to bottle caps anymore.
Yeah, I think the only thing I ever won through the bottle cap was another 20-ounce Pepsi.
Oh yeah,
I won free soda a lot. I won free soda.
yeah. I've won like a couple free sodas, but usually it was you lose, try again. You lose, try again.
It was. I want to say it was the year that that you could have won like some type of thing to meet Shaq or Shaq stuff or something like that. Like, oh, perfect, I'll do that. So I was sitting there opening as many as I could, and I just kept winning free 20. So I had free soda for like 2 months. That was fun. Hey, what's going on, Steppo?
My buddy, when I was a little kid, this dude got Boardwalk and Park Place, and he came to school. He's like, I got Boardwalk and Park Place. I'm gonna be a gazillionaire. His mom threw out one of the tickets, and they couldn't find it. They like ripped through garbages. They did everything. They could not find either Boardwalk or Park Place. I'm not sure which one they couldn't find, but they couldn't do it.
He said, the great ones play through the pain and lack of naps. You can say whatever you want. Your body betrayed you and wouldn't let you just make a mean comment. You're like, you know what? I love him too much. I can't do that to him.
Does he say the great ones play through pain and lack of naps? I've seen Beckerman nap 4 times in one show. He's like, sorry guys, I gotta go for another nap.
Tonight he was just like, I can't. I just
All I know is he said he was coming to Heroes Con. Then he found out Chris was going, and he didn't show up. I remember that. I do remember that.
Yeah. He like I say last year he was supposed to come to Terrificon, but he ended up having.
That's what it was. It was Terrificon that Heroes.
Yeah, he there was a work engagement, and that actually bummed me out because I was looking forward to hanging out with Beckerman. It was going to be a fun time.
If I don't want to meet somebody, I'm going to say it was a work engagement.
That's okay. That's all right because I look at it where it's just like, at some point maybe he'll make it out here, and then if he doesn't, maybe one day I take the trek to Kansas City and hang out, have some barbecue, go to some local KC wrestling, and I don't know, maybe I'll take in a comic show out at Planet Comic Con. Maybe I go out to Planet, have some fun, and then see Beckerman in his element, go on a comic crawl maybe with those guys because that sounds like a good time.
You're gonna watch Beckerman in his element? So what? You're gonna watch him nap?
Maybe I sit there like, I just sit there like he doesn't use melatonin or anything, folks. He just lays right down and he's out. That's it.
Don't mind me. I just want to watch.
This is the Beckerman in his natural habitat. Notice the shrine to Speedball.
Oh, definitely gotta have a shrine. Gotta have a shrine.
You gotta keep talking about him if he's gonna show up. Or that might be too much work.
Actually, so I had to show for Steppo because Steppo just joined us. I had to show. So Steppo, look what I did. I waited.
He opened the package.
Yeah, I waited. Like the other one, you probably won't care so much about, but I waited from December 19th is when that package got to me.
Ridiculous.
2025 till what's today? July 4th. I decided to wait all that time to go ahead and open this package. I didn't know what was in it, but I have now cracked the top 25 of Spider-Man. So I have a Spider-Man 25.
Yeah, I got one of those. Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
That looks like a nice copy.
Yeah, they say it's about a 4 or 5. So
I don't have one of those.
For that age, that's cool.
If I did have one, I'd probably save it so I could trade it for something I wanted.
Dude, I was
that
so
book
excited.
is surprisingly expensive.
You know what it is? I don't know what it is because I have always I've loved Spider-Man since I was a little kid. Like he was my first superhero that I've ever loved. I have no interest in collecting Amazing Spider-Man. I sell it like almost any time I can. I'm like, fuck, I got some amazing Spider-Man. Let's get rid of that. I don't know what it is. I have no love for it for some reason. The comics, I just don't. Maybe if I was to get Amazing Fantasy 15, that might be different. But even then, I'd probably trade that for something I wanted. I don't know.
Let's see. So it's the weird. First appearance of Spencer Smythe and the Spider Slayer. First cameo appearance of Mary Jane. Her face is obscured by a tree. So that makes me happy. I got hiding Mary Jane, but that's cool, man. Like I'm excited. Like I'm excited to be able to say, yeah, like I'm into the top. Like I've cracked the top 30, less than top 30 of Spider-Man. So I'm in the 20s. Maybe
You
maybe one
have
day.
you're a run collector. Do you have a big amazing run?
Um, pretty decent. I would say like I have now 25. I have one in the 30s. I have a couple. I have I think two in the 40s. I have ASM 50, 51, and then going back. I think I have all the way to in like the 400s and stuff like that. So I pretty much get as much as I can. I've been trying to get a lot of the Bronze Age Spider-Man, but hiding Mary Jane in the tree. I see what you did. Yeah, that's right. And I said, would definitely trade AF-15 if I had one too. Oh,
Again, it's an awesome book to have, but I don't know. I just feel like but then again, it is the first Spider-Man. He is important.
yeah. I mean, I think that it's. I have to say, as far as like a big book like that, I've heard people that I know who have them. A lot of people have gotten rid of that book, not because they don't like the book. It's just it's such a good trading piece
Yeah.
to go ahead and be like, you know what, like I can get this big book that I also wanted. That's a harder book to get, and pretty much you throw it on the table. Most people are not going to say
Doc's done it two
no.
or three times. Steppo's done it once. Doc's done it two or three times.
Yep.
Like people, I don't know. They trade that book quite a fair bit.
Yeah. Let's see. Who that? Are you CGC books? Are the press books that you did at CGC moving yet? BLC wants to know. We'll have to wait till he's muted for the moment, but we'll leave that up for him to see when he gets back. Yeah. I know that's definitely a book that people will go ahead and move that book just because it's just like, you know what, that's almost a situation of like, you know what, if you're serious about trying to get something, you put an AF-15 on the table, and the other person, they'd be like, yeah, no, okay, well, this is
It
here.
doesn't seem to be as hard a book to find as some other books. Like there seems to be quite. I know it's a more like it's an old book. It's a little rare, but
Yeah.
it seems to be pretty readily available.
I think it's because so many people move them because of the fact that it's like, yeah, all right, I can get it first. I mean,
Granted,
name
you're
it.
not going to get a super high grade copy these days. Nobody's putting that on the market unless there's real
Oh, yeah.
money. But
But
1.8s to 1.5s, and you see those a fair bit.
yeah. And if you were looking to be like, okay, like, let's say you have like a 2.0, I have a 2.0 AF-15, and I'm looking to get the first Usagi Jimbo. So it's like that's a trade someone will make all day, because it's like, all right, well, decently high grade Usagi Jimbo, you're talking about probably like between like $4,000 and $6,000.
Yeah, I want an 8.0 or an 8.5 House of Secrets 92, so I would trade that for that pretty.
Oh yeah. Like I want like this. Yeah, I can do that. And then I don't know. I don't know the specific value.
Is Spidey a better character? Absolutely. Do I like Swamp Thing better? Yes. You know what I mean? Now, of course, now.
For me, I mean, I have in my possession at least, I would say, a 9.0 House of Secrets 92. And it's right here. It just needs to be drawn on. That's what has to happen.
Chris, I was about to poke you in the eye. All the way from Canada.
No, I was just like, you know what? I saw that in the blanks box, and I was like, yeah, I should pick up one of those. It's definitely a book I would love to get. I just don't have, I don't have that kind of money. No. I don't have the trade capital as well. But
I don't know. I every book I buy isn't necessarily because I'm like absolutely in love with it. Some of it's investment stuff. So I might have a few books I can swing.
Yeah, definitely.
Answer BLC's question. Yes, it's scheduled for grading. Finally.
Oh, now how long was that sitting in the, I guess, preliminary spot?
I think it was 3 months.
Forever.
It was like 3 months to go through the pressing stage.
That's
Because I got something signed. So I got something signed, in-house signing, Roy Thomas. So I wanted to get it pressed too.
Yeah.
It'll probably be another. I don't know. Hopefully, just a couple of weeks, 3 weeks maybe. But that still be like 5 months almost.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
just
you were saying
surprised.
that.
I'm surprised that many people are using CGC pressing. They don't press very well. Like if they're not a good pressing service.
I only recommend them when you're getting your book signed by them.
Yeah.
The only reason I say I recommend it because I've seen grades stay the same or go up.
The only time I recommend it is if you get a 9.6 from CGC and you send it back and you get them to press it. I feel like it would bump it up because, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like we pressed it. It's a 9.8 now. So
I can show you a couple of books. Also, my Ultimate Fallout 4 was a 9.4. I got it signed and it pressed into a 9.6.
yeah. See what I mean? Like I feel like that's a thing that could happen. I think CGC, CGC is a business like any other. They want more money.
Yeah.
Like this book, I think Dustin thought was gonna stay at 9.0. Came back at 9.4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's good.
So that's a good example. What else I got in here is another example. Oh, this is like the best example. I didn't press and clean this originally. I knew it was a 9.8, and it came back a 9.8. So it was a 9.6 when I got it signed. I was like, oh, it's a clean book. It gave me a 9.6, and then so I sent it back to them just to press it. Came back a 9.8.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I feel like there's a couple books in my collection that I could do that with. I got a 9.6 of Mega Man 3 that should be a 9.8. I've got a 9.6 first new Avengers that should be a 9.8. So there's a couple books I got.
Bobby has a good question there. Talking about have you ever had a pressing go bad?
Yes.
So you send it to them, and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, well, this is a 9.0, and all of a sudden it comes back, this is a 7.5. Like what?
I've never had that issue with CGC. I've never had that issue with CGC. I've had that issue with using other pressers.
Yeah.
I've had that issue using a guy. He was using like the little light box to brighten up the books. And guess what? CGC hit us with restored.
Oh yeah.
So like that's why I told him about it. I was like, yeah, don't do that ever again.
Now you got to be really careful with that thing. You can only use it on white, and they'll catch it.
But guess what? He used it on white, and he still caught it.
Wow.
Which is funny because at the time, I don't. They might have changed their policy, but at the time, doing a light box thing was not a restorable definition.
No.
So his argument, which was a straight argument and a true argument, because the argument was that if you use chemicals to lighten it up, that's restoring, and he didn't use any chemicals.
And people do use chemicals and get away with it. Like, they don't, get me wrong, they wash it out and they, dry the pages and all that stuff. And so you can you can really do a lot of things to restore a book but not get caught. I don't recommend it unless you're really good at it, but
Yeah, no, that's definitely that's definitely something that the pros should do. I wouldn't recommend that at all if you don't know what you're doing, just because you don't want to damage your book. That would suck, and it would make everyone sad.
Yeah, just you know what?
Come
Archivist Adrift is awesome at fixing books. Go watch him and see what happens on his journeys. His channels, he's got some good stuff out there.
Yeah, I think that everybody.
Pick this up too. There you go, Chris.
Oh, did you? What's funny is that I don't see that all that often.
It's actually going up in price. I didn't even realize it.
Yeah, as I was gonna say, it's definitely a book that's gotten more and more expensive over time. But as far as that's cool. The
That's
Wolverine.
In Hook Lee, the War of the Bounty Hunters, I think.
Yep.
Signed by him. They got the Mora.
Oh, Moira McTaggart. Yeah.
How long is the wait time at CGC right now? Big Lion King.
Let's give you I'll show this last Chris.
Yeah, give me a real estimate. If I was to send,
It was 45 days when I checked it the other day.
so what's that? It takes a
That's
couple, and that's just when they were like 45 days from start to finish, or
When they put it in the system as received.
oh, okay, all right. So that's a whole.
When they put it in the system as received, it takes 45 days, but that is business days. So
Yeah.
that's not 2 months. That's more like 3 months.
Yeah, and that's hoping for 3 months, and that's never mind when they open the package versus when they get it.
But this is how they get you too. It's 25 days for fast track, but honestly, fast track is faster than 25 days. So they kind of want you to do fast track to get that extra $15.
I only would do fast tracks on a book that's really expensive.
Yeah, like if I was sending in some vintage books and like say they all were worth like $400, like the max of the vintage, I would probably do the 4 books at $15 a piece more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've got
just because
two for
that's,
sure.
you know that you're talking about over $1,000 in books. You know?
Yeah, I got 2 for sure. The Conan 1 and the Amazing Spider-Man 101. They're both definitely 8.0s. So I probably I'd fast track those, and I'd throw in the Red Wolf that I bought off you as well. I know it's not worth as much, but
it's probably going to be a 9 in my opinion.
and it's in that age group of books. So
like I said, I would, even if I had, like say I had like 2 books, I'll try to make it worth my while to find 2 more books, because 4 really 5 is that sweet spot for shipping.
Yeah,
but I would you got, to me in my opinion, I got to at least get 4
to
get that maximize the shipping.
I like to send 7 or 8 books, to be fair. 10 isn't too bad, but once you start getting past 10, it starts getting to be a little weird.
It's how they do their shipping: 5, 10, 15. They do about 5.
Yeah.
So every 5, it's an increase. Something I always think about when people do that. I always tell people that. I said, hey, if you're sending 8 books, maybe just try to slide 1 more in there at least.
Yeah.
You know, because 10 is that, you know, that group. But I was like, try to slide at least 1 more. If you're on the fence on a couple of them, send one of those fence, or send a PC book. If you're sending books to get sold, or
these are all PC books for me.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying for other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do have some books I want to send to get to CGC that are for sale books and other.
Yeah, and that's what I did with this batch of 7 that's coming back. I want to say I had to look at them again. I think all but 1 is not for sale. I had a Mark Julis first appearance of Calypso. Well, I say that one in the Pizzazz. I haven't decided on Pizzazz, so it's probably those 2 books I'm leaning towards keeping. But the other 5, possibly 6, are for sale. So we'll see. But at least keeping 1. I know that.
Yeah. I mean, it's the hardest. The tough part is that they charge. I mean, it's good and bad thing that they charge you once they, open everything and all that jazz. But it's just like, I don't know, like doing it, leaving from the show is tough, because like I just spent money on the show and now I got to sit there and get hit again. Once I get everything back. So, but
I like and dislike it, in my opinion. The reason why I say I like it, it's like, okay, at least I don't have to worry about anything. But I dislike it too, because like we just explained, it could just sit there, and be stuck there for that many days.
If you're doing spec, like trying to spec with CGC and sending stuff to CGC, throw that out the window. Like,
Oh, you got a fast track. You got a
yeah,
fast track.
we have to fast track.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Well,
got a
that
fast track. You know, I'll tell you. Look, the modern, but let's tell you how slow or fast they are. So the modern books that I sent, they were received on the 16th, which was a lie because they always get stuff like a week or two before they actually put them in a system.
Right.
So it was really received probably at the beginning of June, and they didn't get shipped back until the end of July, so to 24th. So they're right around on track around the 45 days, you know, which is good.
Stepbo says yes. 15 books of CGC presently, 9 Canadian Whites, 1 what's it called, Conan, 1 ASM 101,
You
etc.
got a Conan 24 that's in with my stuff.
Yeah, he says taking them more than 50 business days so far.
It's just so unnerving, you know. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the service that they provide. I think it's a fine service. It's just, damn, that's a long time to wait for your books.
Yeah.
And that's
Especially if
the
you're
thing
a
I was
seller.
talking about. They don't wait for their money.
Yeah, especially if you're a seller, because they take that money quick. You know what I mean? That money's gone.
Yeah. Yep.
That's why I always
That's
try to
why.
send, like, you know, partial orders where, like, you know, a couple for me, a couple to sell, at least that way. Because, you know, I'm comics on a budget, man. I don't have a lot of money, so I try to, you know, sell a bit so I can afford my habit, I guess, so to speak.
That's why I kind of take the status of, like I said, I sent 7 modern. I was like, at the most, I want to keep 2 because it's because you know I'm trying to keep funding the habit. So
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
so I was like, again, if they were all PC books, oh man, I'd be crying right now.
Uh-huh. Yeah, $300 or whatever it is not cheap.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
All CBCS business and it's con season. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's con season, but I mean, after San Diego, what is it, like three or four major cons left? They got small ones. I'm talking about that. I know they got like the major ones. Where they got Terrific Con, New York Comic Con, Dallas Fan Expo because it moved from its original spot. What else they got besides those 3 on his name? Like big ones.
Well, is it Baltimore? There's Baltimore,
Oh,
New
Baltimore,
York.
yeah. So that's the one I was missing. So I got Baltimore, New York, Terrific Con, and Dallas Fan Expo. Which people, if you ever go to Dallas Fan Expo, you'll realize, like, Jesus, this is like New York Comic Con. People should buy this expo and make it the southern, you know, San Diego / New York, because that con is packed, dude, packed. Especially with artists and comic vendors. It's packed.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because like they started kind of stepping that up. Oh yeah, Rhode Island.
Well, that's not a big one though.
Rhode Island. So Rhode Island is big celebrity wise. They've gotten bigger with that. Like every year, Rhode Island gets kind of bigger with the people that they have there. And I want to say, I don't think they're specifically Fan Expo. They're a different group, but they seem to kind of be you know, in like the same vein though. But yeah, Rhode Island is you know, it's a decent sized show. It's a little bit more disorganized. That's one thing I will say. Like Rhode Island is not really all that organized, but
that's what I was
yeah.
saying. So it's not really many major ones left. Not really many major. They got a lot of cons left, but not a lot of major ones. So it's con season, but con season technically almost over when you think about it. We're about to be in August.
Just about. Like they have. I'm trying to think. Brought up.
Did you see Steppo's comment there?
I can't
God dang.
I put Blue Beetle 54, Pop 16 on a walkthrough, and all these I mentioned above. And through MT, no CCS work, just graded and slab. Wait, that's how much they charge you?
Yeah, for
Well,
those other books.
because
Wait,
the
for
next
all of them or just for that one?
For all of the ones that he
no,
mentioned above, plus these ones.
Oh wow!
That's a lot of money, bro. That's a lot of money.
But they're
yeah,
on different levels. You know what I mean? There are.
Yeah,
yeah.
he does it like, yeah, it is different. Then
Yeah,
he's
Like,
you
he was,
talk that the walkthroughs are 100 and what are they? $150?
I
yeah.
think
So,
so, yeah.
he's saying he put those ones and then you know just so yeah, everything was modern day other than those two, and it was still
Yeah.
over.
So those two, a minimum is 135.
Yeah,
If the whatever if now they say, oh, it's fair market value is 4%, it could be higher. So that's
Yeah,
you got
because they start taking, especially on books like
yeah.
Seppo's talking about, they start taking a percentage, don't they?
Yeah, yeah, it's 4%. Used to be 3%.
Yeah, it's brutal, man. They're like the
So
mob. They're like,
that's
oh, we didn't do any work to have this book. Guess what? We want money for it.
well, not just that.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we might not tell you what the values are, but we're gonna tell you what the value is on this book.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, bro. That's
So
it's that's the one thing I hate about CGC.
I got
and
upcharged.
Writers.
I got upcharged one time with CGC, and I was pissed, and I even called them and told them. Um, I said you're upcharging me in the book would have to be a 9 at the time. I was like, this book must be a 99 because I mean, why would I be in $1,000 tier? And it was NYX number 3,
Right.
and
right.
I was like, why did y'all bump me up? I had to pay like an extra $100. It's like, why did I get bumped up? Oh, they thought it was. So I'm like, and then it came back at 9.8. I was pissed. I said, dude, this book is not even worth 1,000 at the time. I don't know if it's worth now, but I think at the time. At the time, it was like $600-700 book when I did.
I think it's about an $800 book still, 900 maybe
Yeah,
Canadian.
but
So
at the
it's probably
time it
about
was like
6-7.
yeah, it was like 6 or 7 when I did it, and they charged me. I was like, y'all, dude, I was so mad. I thought I was getting a 99, honestly.
Well, yeah, if
Yeah.
they had charged you, you should have been.
Dude, I'm sitting there looking at the list of celebrities for Rhode Island Comic Con, and it's just like, I mean, there's only four artists, comic artists that have been announced for the show, but for the celebrities, my God, like the list just goes on and on. They have people from the cast of Happy Days that's going to be there. Henry Winkler, aka Fonzie, is going to be there. Michael Douglas is going to be there. What's the name? Heather Graham is going to be there. I'm like,
It's Fonzarelli.
but it's just out of control. It's like, all right, so you have all that, and then what's it called? Kathleen Turner. They have Kathleen Turner. It's Lauren Holly from Dumb and Dumber is going to be there. It's like, I mean, celebrity wise, out of control. Like they have the guy that was Constantine from the Arrowverse. I mean, I'm just skipping around. They have the chick Melissa Gilbert from Little House on the Prairie is going to be there.
Nick's 3 is about $1,000 now. Apparently, Steppo just
You know what's funny about that's I've had multiple first Wolverines, Hulk 181s, and I've had multiple NYX 3s. If I'd have kept all of those books, I probably had about 30 copies of each.
Man, you should have kept at least one of those books. God dang.
Well, I got an NYX 3. I do have NYX 398.
Good.
I don't have any of those. So
Yeah, I bought like 4 of them.
right. Just gonna grab something
all right.
real quick.
I bought like 4 of them at a time. When a guy he was selling them strong too. I think he was selling like $400 a piece, but they all came back 9.8, so it was actually worth paying the $400.
Man, I'm too much of a collector. I'm a collector seller. Anything. I'm just trying to get good books. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I got that, but I'll tell you, I wish I would have kept at least one of the Hulk 181s.
Yes, I couldn't even imagine. I would love to be the guy that wins this 8.0 Hulk 181. I don't know if the draw has already been drawn, but Jesus, man, that would be.
It's only, I would say, only regret of selling 3 books. And it's like I said, one of the Hulk 181s I'd have loved to keep. I should have kept one of my Daredevil ones, and I should have kept my Tales of Suspense 39. I had 2 of them, 2 at different times. I had 2 of them.
Yeah,
At least one.
there's one book I miss, but
So
got me out of debt as well. So like I'm like, I don't know. So yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. You're like,
yeah.
I don't own that, so I don't have to worry about it. I mean, I do want to get an NYX3. I just don't have one yet. I don't know if I'll get one.
The sweet spot for that book is a 9. Just tell you right now.
That's what I was saying. I was at 9.4, maybe 9.6. I don't need a 9.8. Like a 9.4, I'm good.
I'm
You know
pretty
what I
sure
mean?
mine's probably a 9.4, maybe a 9.2. It's not bad. It's got a little crunch on one of the corners, but it's other than that, it's in really, really, really nice shape.
Oh,
It's like a hard spot. It's like a hard
Yeah.
spot to press out, though. It's really hard to press that corner out.
Let me tell you the prices. Actually, the 9.8 is actually higher than what Steppo said. The last sale is $11.50. The 90-day average is $11.47.
God
That's
dang.
actually higher. It's a little higher, Steppo, if you're selling it. Just to let you know, the GPA is a little bit higher. Let's see, a 9.6574 and a 9. Well, actually, no. Huh. Actually, if you want to buy one, the 9.6 and 9.4 sell at the same price at 5.7 around 5.75.
That's not bad for a 9.6. I would probably.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the pricing. A 9 owes $4.50, so you might as well
You might as well hit
save
the
the money
9.6.
and get a 9.6.
That's actually not bad. Like it's expensive. And by not bad, I mean it's very expensive.
Well, no, it's not bad when you compare grades all the way to a 9.0.
Yeah, it really isn't
Like
that bad.
it's one of those things. Like, why would I spend $4.50 on a 9.0? I could save $100 more and get 9.6.
Well, we've talked about it at church. We've talked about it with Steppo. Like there is a sweet spot for books. There just is. Sometimes it's a 9.6, sometimes it's a 9.4, but there's a sweet spot.
Yeah, and you just got to do your research when you're getting ready to buy. So all you have to do is do your research, get ready to buy. Because I found that sweet spot for the giant size X-Men 1. Because a 9.0 and a 9.2, this is years ago,
Yeah.
were the same price. So I ended up selling the 9.0 and bought a 9.2.
Yeah,
Didn't use any extra money. Just
That's the way to do it.
Just got a better copy, and then it went crazy. And I was like, shit, I should have just kept upgrading.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I know for me, like a book I would love to have, and I cursed myself for not having the money at the time. Was here we go, that BLC in the house. It was 3 years ago. It might have been 3 years ago at Terrificon. I didn't have the money at the time, and Brandon Mon Comics ended up getting it, and it was Will Up by Night 32. And the guy wanted, I think, like $650 for it, and it was like a 7.0. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like I yelled. I was mad at myself because I didn't have the money. And then he ended up buying it. I was like, I knew you would. I was like, not mad at you at all, because I wasn't swearing at him. I was just everything inside. I was just torn up about it because I was like, like it hurts sometimes when you see that moment where it's like, oh, like, I have this book and I can do like this, and you're like, you son of a, like, especially if you look at like different sales, claim sales, and like, I have it marked with this, and you know what, shoot me an offer, see what happens, and they shoot an offer, and you're like, there's no way. Yeah, you know what, I can do it for that. You like, it's like, why didn't I? It's like I don't have money for it. That's what hurt me. But
yeah, it sucks when you see a book that you don't have the money for. That is true.
it happens all the time. I
Money.
have no money. Oh, the Silver Surfer 4 has come out to play when there's when I'm broke.
Wow.
Oh, like people just I have this. I can and the good thing is that, like, I mean, a lot of the time they're far more than I'm willing to spend. So I'm like, all right, well, I don't feel bad about that. But when it's in that area, like, you son of a bitch.
But and there's also that too. There's also a comfortability level on what you're willing to spend on a book. Like certain books you can justify, I guess. It's hard to justify spending that kind of money on a funny book, but there's other books that are just like, no, that's not. I'm not spending $4,000 on this. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. What's going on, Big Lion Cat?
What's going on, fellas? I just got home not that long ago from work.
You just got out from work?
God dang.
Yeah, I got out. I got out at 9. Time I got home. You know, it's like a 2-hour half drive. So I'm home.
Dude,
It
that's
takes you
crazy.
2.5 hours to drive home from work?
Yeah, I work in New York. I live in PA. Yeah,
Holy smokes, bro. That's crazy.
I gotta drive through Jersey.
Oh yeah, Tollable City.
Well, I mean, it's all cashless now. You just, you know, it's just still just traffic.
Oh, I know. It's just you know, but it's like every 15 feet toll.
Yeah, I mean, I got home about an hour ago, so.
But yeah, man, just we're just talking about books that.
Yeah, I know. I gotta go to my LCS tomorrow, pick up some books.
I actually
So-
I got an unboxing to do, but it's nothing big. It's just fun books. They're
Yeah.
just all like
I
modern fun
posted
stuff.
for I posted early for the CGC unboxing.
Mm,
The signed books from C2E2.
yeah. So a buddy of mine like posted a thing about the New England Comics that's down a little further down by him, which is in Brockton. And Brockton's kind of like South Shore, and so he was like, "Oh, like you know, did you see this?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "I haven't been to the one that's in Quincy in a long time." And usually I go there and I just raid their dollar bin boxes, and I say, "All right, well, what do you have here?" And I've been lucky to pull some good stuff out of there, but I haven't gone down to the Brockton one. I'm like, I need to get down to that Brockton one and see what's in the dollar bins because there's stuff hiding in there. I know there is. I just don't get down to see it. So, but that's what I do. I go to the Quincy one and I just look and I'm like, all right, like all those Looney Tune books I picked up from there, like the ones that have Lola on, or the one that has Lola on it, like that's like a $90 book. I didn't know that. And I know they didn't know that, so I was like, oh, yeah, I'll take these Looney Tunes off your hands. You know, I love Looney Tunes, especially when I get them for $1.
Yeah, so when you guys are talking about the time frame for the CGC, you remember though. I mean, you're looking at the time like, okay, you know, the con season's over, but they're catching up from the work from all that time. That is popping up now. That's why it's delayed. You know, it's a different time frame, and then you got to include, like you said, you know, major cons, but there's a lot of small cons out there. You know, with little orders here and there. You got LCSs. Sending in, you got personal people just sending from their house, so they still get a lot of orders. You know, of course, eventually it will die down. You know, probably like near the end of the year when slow really, you know, when they catch up and it slows up, and they pick up the time frame. Well, you'll see the time frame shoot up, you know, quicker because they caught up. But right now they're still reeling from the hook. And remember, San Diego's going on right now.
Christmas, man.
San Diego,
so that's going to be a couple of weeks after those.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, so.
And then the thing that's gonna be funny is that like so you get to San Diego, right?
Mm-hmm.
And by the time that dies down, right? They're probably heading into New York, and it's just like okay. So really, I mean, I would say, you know, the hardest part is that like if you're gonna submit like right around the time that we're going to Terrificon, which is 2 weeks. That's probably a decent time to submit, just because you're in the middle of them finishing up the CGC, finishing up probably with the San Diego stuff.
But you got to understand, there's a con or something or a show every weekend.
Yeah,
every weekend there's a con show. So even though it might not be a big show, but those are shows that are going on from different states that did have small orders, and you add them all up, and it's going to be huge.
I forgot to add, like you're saying. Elite Comics 11 is having a convention basically. I don't know if it's a couple of weeks after San Diego, but it's coming up. Mm-hmm. And they have a deal with CGC, so CGC is going to be there.
CGC is at Terrificon.
CGC
so it's like, CGC at Terrificon. They'll be at the Elite. You know, and you know, it's funny because it's like, you know, like that, and you also have like facilitators and stuff too. I mean, you know, BLC can tell you, like, just from him running around. I mean, I can tell you just from the fact that he's just running around like a lunatic, you know, waiting in lines, getting different people, you know, dropping off one person to go pick up somebody else and this and that. It's just like, I mean,
there's a lot of shows that in different states that we don't know about that's going on, and there's being books being, you know, graded at those places also. I mean, there's third parties, there's a lot of them out there. So a little here, a little there, you know, adds up. You know,
Absolutely.
I send
It,
books
it,
in from my house directly after getting pressed by Erod. I mean, that's again, that's business. And have you ever seen? Well, you guys haven't seen in New York Comic Con. People bring so much books that not being signed. They just bring them from their home because they're going to be at the con, and they drop them off, and it's like insanely long. Like just to drop it off in one day takes you all day just to do that. I mean, it's crazy.
Oh yeah, no, all the time. And
I mean,
it's like,
we saw it at Heroes, so we know.
oh yeah, no, the lines are crazy, and it's just like and you look at, it's just funny because like you look at all that, and then you got, like you said, someone like Erod who submits all the time, someone like Very Gary that submits all the time.
Yeah. These
It's
are
just
all
like
third parties now. They got their own witnesses. Now, so it's been growing. It's insane because I've been, before I was the witness, I've been on the other side where the first time I went to Heroes Con, I waited online for like 2 hours waiting for a witness, and the line didn't even move. I got off the line, went straight to Capture Collectibles, and I got my books done like in a half hour. So I mean, I had books at New York Comic Con when I was just a regular customer. Got my book signed, and I mean a lot of them. I'd say about 15. I got all my books signed within like a half hour, an hour. Went upstairs. They told me it's gonna take like 6-8 hours before I even check out my books, and my books are done. I mean, it's just insane. The tons of books. No, I can just imagine San Diego. They say San Diego makes New York look small. So I'm like, oh my God. I could just imagine how many books are coming out of that con.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's the thing, is just like, that's why I've had people say to me like, oh, dude, you should definitely come down and check out, San Diego and something like that. I was like, I hear what you're saying. I just look at it where it's just like, I'm sure it's an amazing, like, looking show, like with everything happening and stuff like that. But I mean, I also don't know that I want to be, hanging out in a line like that big, just be like, just because I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I don't know what I'm going to miss out on. Like, I don't even know what kind of vendors they have even in there. So it's just like, I feel like if you go there, you're just going to get stuff signed. Like, you can't be going there to pick up exclusives. And then if you're not picking up exclusives or any of that stuff, like if I'm just going to buy books at the vendors and stuff, it's like, well, that's kind of I think that's probably better served for a smaller show. So, I mean, I feel like it would be kind of a weird situation to go to San Diego for me, just because there's too much happening.
I mean, I'm already expecting when I'm at Terrificon, I will be at 98% of my time at Saturday. I will be at the Artist, because it's insane. I swear, I see the same customer come all 3 days bringing books. Some customers come all 3 days. The drop off get signed. The next day they bring more. Sunday they bring more. I'm like, oh my God, these guys are just as bad as me.
Like, I'm curious how they're gonna work the Jim Lee line, because I mean, the Jim, so he's got Saturday and he's got a Sunday, time for signing and stuff like that. And it's just like, and I know he's doing a panel at some point in between all that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, I feel like a lot of people can dude, I want to go directly to him. But then you got, like, I mean, and I don't know.
I saw him at Philly. He was at Philly, and he was there. He didn't stay all 3 days. He was there only the first 2 days, and then the Sunday he left. He had left because he had to be in New York for Comics Elite, and he was at another show the next following day. The line for him at Philly was not that kind of long like what expected, but they moved fast. So I did get my book signed by Jim Lee. It wasn't that bad. I didn't have to wait, make an appointment or anything. I just waited on the regular line and got my book signed pretty fast. Yeah. So, but this is Terrificon now. So this is insane because we get a lot of people at Terrificon.
Yeah.
Jim Lee's going to be huge. It's going to be crazy.
The thing I'm curious about, like, if I do get him to sign a book for me, because I would only get him to sign just probably like one. I'm not sure if I would get it. I don't know if I would do the signature like there or, because I think if you're getting a slab, I think it jumps the price from 80 to like 100 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know if I would do it that way. I don't know if I would do it like that, or if I would just be like, all right, can you sign this, take it, and then just be, what, let me submit it later on and just get the verification rather than have it be.
Like I say, this is the good thing about with captures that CGC doesn't do. Some people already had dropped off their Jim Lee books to us, and we get it signed for them. They don't have to wait in
Yeah.
line. They can go enjoy the con. We do all the work and we get it done. And to me that's a big bonus. For some people
Oh,
who
yeah.
don't want to wait online. I mean, if you want to meet Jim Lee, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But a lot of these guys are returning customers, and of course they've been to tons of cons. They probably met Jim Lee more than once, and they're like, you know what? Just here's my books. Let me just go enjoy the con. I ain't waiting on that.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I 100% understand that. And to Susie's point here, like, oh yeah, like the Dark Horse guys would definitely be in San Diego because that's I mean, Oregon to San Diego, that's
Yeah.
same.
Did you
San
see
Diego.
the photos of the line waiting outside for San Diego? Did you see the photos?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my God, they're standing outside in the sun, and they
For
go out, like,
the line started Thursday.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, well,
nuts.
that's the problem. Is like I don't have that kind of patience to sit there and just wait in the line. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, for me, I mean, and then this is what I say. So for me, I'm flying all the way across the country.
Yeah.
Right. A place I've never really been before, but it's like, so I mean, I would love to see California too, but it's just like, just the fact that, so I'm going to stand in line for hours to get in the door and then have to stand in line to, meet the artist I want to meet. And it's just so much going on.
Well, again, the what they say.
Yeah, I mean, that's where a caption kind of comes in value.
They get there for one, to get online to certain SIGs, but also to get the exclusives. So that's the main thing that a lot of these people are there for, because I've seen it all the time. And you see these people run and they know exactly where they're going. They planned it all out. They know where the exclusives are. They know which booth. They know where it is, and they just dart right into it. So again, if you're just a person who's going, even if it's San Diego, if you're going to San Diego and you're going there for a good time, you just wait for that line to go in. You just wait until everybody's in and going, and you could just walk right in and don't have to wait on that line, because you're there to enjoy the con. These people are there to do something else, to get the books and stuff like that. Because let me say, I've seen it in New York. It's insane. The line wasn't even in yet, and there was already a line inside from the vendors already, starting chaos, putting lines to the left, to the right, and the general public wasn't even in yet. And I'm like, are you serious? I don't know.
That's another reason why I like Terrificon, because there's not a ton of exclusives, if any, hardly at all. That's like that people are gonna like break their necks to get. So it's like, all right, let me just go ahead and kind of, once the line starts moving, you're good. You just get in there and you just kind of.
But the thing is, if they don't post where the line starts and everybody makes their own line, they're in all different directions. Then when you try to say, hey, the line starts here, oh my God, what are you kidding me?
How long is
you
the
got
San
like
Diego
hundreds of people
Comic
trying
Con?
to squeeze into one line in a single file. That's not happening.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's only 4 days. How are you gonna get everything done in 4 days?
San Diego goes from
No, not even 4 days. Sometimes they do a secret drop like on a Saturday out of all days. The most busiest day, they go, yeah, we're doing a secret drop on Saturday. The doors are not even open, and there's already a line all in different directions from all the vendors that are in there.
Yeah.
And imagine when they open up the doors, they get in there, they can't even get on because the line's already capped.
Yeah, the only time I saw anything like that at Terrificon was when Keanu Reeves just randomly was like, yeah, I'll sign autographs. And they're like, holy shit, you're going to sign autographs? And there's like, and they announced it like the day before. So it's like people were like, and they're like, yeah. And they told everybody, come down at 7 in the morning and you can get in line. People, as soon as the thing got announced the night before at like midnight, people were lined up there, camped out and sleeping in the hallway.
Even not even a con show. I seen this happen. Clayton Crane was at a LCS in a regular comic book store in somewhere in Pennsylvania, and one of the guys told me, hey, he's gonna be there. So I made it a whole weekend trip. Okay, so he was signing on a Sunday. Okay, I got there mad early, and people were there from like the day before already waiting in line. And these guys that were the first ones there were there, but not just as a collector. They were there to get books signed to sell. They were, I think, Carnival Comics. They were the first two guys. They brought short boxes of books for Clayton Crane site, and they were the first two. And they had the capital. I'm like, yo, and this is just a regular show. So I mean, come on.
So San Diego apparently started on Wednesday. That to me is
that would mean it's 5 days, like a 5 day show.
I never
something
heard
like
of
that.
5 day. I know I heard of 4, but
I was gonna say I thought it was 4, but yeah, if it's a 5-day show, like, I mean,
maybe they
like,
did
I mean,
it, you know, just to open up.
That-
I
that's
heard
It's
a
it.
week vacation.
you'd have to go to San Diego Comic-Con like 3 times just to experience everything. Like there's so many
Yeah.
things at
Yeah,
San Diego
exactly.
Comic-Con.
there's no
Can't-
way.
you
Like,
can't do it.
I would not. I'll tell you this much. Like, I mean, I know people like, oh, it's cool to be in Hall H. If you go in Hall H, you're not leaving. Like, you do realize that. Like, you have to sit there and just, you know, like, that's it. You're in. Yeah, you're not going
All
nowhere.
all the new toy drops, all the
But I
trailers,
mean, opening up
and
what Wednesday
movies,
is I guess is good because it's an extra day for people to get books signed. Because we went to Little Giants and Little Giants did the same thing. They
Oh,
did,
yeah,
they
the
did
day
they did an opening on one day early, which was it Friday?
The preview show was
Friday
awesome. Yeah.
night?
Yep.
They did
That was
Friday night
good.
opening, and a lot of people were there just to get their book signed. And believe it or not, it helped because it wasn't crowded. It went fast. People got the book signed, and when Saturday came around, it wasn't as bad as it was going to be because a lot of people got their book signed.
I made the mistake of not bringing books with me to get signed. I was like, oh, I just so I ended up buying some books.
Yeah, me too.
And then
I
the
didn't
next
bring
day I
any
went and
books to
got.
get signed.
If he does that again next year, though, oh, absolutely. I'll be like, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I didn't
getting
know
these.
he was doing that, and I was there Friday. You know, and I went in there. I got in there, got my pass, and I went shopping. I actually went shopping already on Friday afternoon, and I was pretty much done. So Saturday, I just hung out. I just hung out, talked to people. You know, bought a little more books, but majority I was already done.
Yeah, it was a good time. I mean, so I love that daily preview. I hope he does it again next year. But if he does, that's fine.
No, I think he's gonna do it again because he's got a big review from that one day. Everybody said it was great. You know, people got their book signed. Even the artists were all happy. They were like surprised they got that many people.
Oh yeah, because I mean,
always good.
If you think about that too, it's like like if you want to, yeah, man, you think you could do a sketch for me or whatever like that, and you know you can get your commission already, and then be like, yeah, all right, cool, like I'll sketch this overnight, and I'll see it in the morning. Like, perfect.
I just had one of my coworkers tell me today he's from Canada, so I guess he was in Montreal or whatever. He was on vacation, come back. He says he got a parking ticket.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was like, dude, man, Canada's notorious for that. Even if you park legally, you get one anyway.
That's funny. I've said it out loud a couple times. That's one of my master plans. I think is
You
just
gotta park. If you go into Canada and you got a car, you better go in the parking lot or something. You know, because
Yeah,
when you
well,
park,
I mean-
you get a ticket.
I'm not sure. Like I would say definitely at some point. I don't know which con I would go to. I do know that I would definitely go to a convention or just go comic shopping in Montreal or Canada, whatever.
You have to go to
the
Toronto.
exchange rate.
Yeah, Toronto. I think
You
is the
gotta,
big one.
yeah,
But,
you gotta go to Toronto Fan Expo. That's the one to go to.
yeah, but you know, I tried looking at hotel rooms and stuff, and it's way too much.
The problem with Toronto, and I said it when I went in there, I honestly felt like it was a fire hazard. Like there was so many people, bro. They were last year when I went, it was
Really?
like sardines, man. I was like, this is dangerous.
Yeah, I don't want to be sardined up. I do though. I do, however, want to go and be like, you know what? I need to take advantage of this exchange rate and exchange my money for this wonderful Canadian money, and then just go to town and just
is Toronto the only like big con that Canada has, or you guys got like other ones?
I would suspect Montreal has one. I don't
Uh-huh.
know about BC, but I would imagine Montreal has one too. But Toronto's like the big deal.
Yeah, the way I see it is, you know, in Canada, like if you only got 1 or 2 cons, you know, for the whole entire year, you got everybody going to them. You know, if you had more, you know, smaller shows, smaller venues from different parts, then it might alleviate, you know, the crowdedness. But if you only got 2, you have to go.
I do the Niagara Falls show, but it's just shit. Like as far as comic guests are concerned, as far as like I don't know, B-list actors and stuff, it's fantastic. But as far as comic book people, I'm like, it's the same
but they
people
got
every year.
some shows that are like in the north part of Michigan, which is not too far away from the borderline of Canada.
Yeah.
And I seen some of those, videos
Yeah.
of those cons. They look pretty good. I mean, they look like something that you probably
K-pop.
want to look into.
I forget what the show was that K-pop showed us, but like she was at a show that like just seemed to like the hall seemed to just expand out forever. And she's like, yeah, this is the con floor, and the con floor was like a good like she walked around that thing for like 45 minutes. She's like, all right, this is the halfway point. I'm like, are you serious? This place is
that was that the Detroit one?
yeah, the one that was in Detroit.
Well, there was well, I think was it Motor City.
Motor City. That's not
Motor City. Motor City is one, and then there was another one in Michigan that was actually further north than that in Langsy, Michigan. The guy did a video and everything, and it looked pretty good. It looked pretty decent. The hall looked good, and that was even further north.
The one that K-pop usually goes to is like, is it the anime one, like the manga one, right?
Yeah, she went to the anime show
what the
too.
name was.
And it's like it goes on all night. Like there's like 12 o'clock midnight shows.
Yeah,
and
there's
stuff.
like a concert.
yeah?
Concerts and shit.
wow.
It's like, yeah, it's wild, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she's like, I haven't slept in 3 days because I went to the concert last night, and then the night before they had this thing, and we were just. I was like, so you've been awake for 3 days straight? Like, yeah. She's like, I'm just having a blast here. I'm like, whew, good for you. But yeah, and then they had this video game room that like expanded out forever. She's like, any game you want to play is in this room. We have all kinds of stuff. There's people having a Dance Revolution tournament over here, and there's all this stuff happening over here, and there's retro games over in this back corner here. Unbelievable.
I'm in. I'm a crack shot at this, kid.
Yeah, it was great.
I found a weekend within the year where there was no shows this year, and that was the 4th of July weekend. They didn't have a comic show at all.
They had a big fight that
You know,
weekend.
The next following weekend, though, was a lot of shows.
You know, there actually was one in on 4th of July in it's called Boxborough, Massachusetts, and it was what's it called? Gary Somers it said Northeast Comic Con. He does that one on the 4th of July weekend. He also does it on the Thanksgiving weekend as well. And I'm like, dude, this guy likes to do them around holidays because he figures that, people are going to be around or whatever. And I'm just like, dude, I mean, more power to him. 4th of July, you're asking a lot of people on the 4th of July because people usually like go away for vacation. They're not going to go to some little rundown podunk thing.
People also go hog wild too, right? They want to spend their money on, fun, family, food,
that's what I mean. Yeah,
and fireworks.
Well, exactly. It's like you're going on vacation usually on the 4th of July weekend. So it's like I'm going unless you do a family thing. Like I'm going to a family's house to go have barbecue, whatever. If you're going away, you're going away. Like I want to go away for the weekend. So like me, we went to the White Mountains for the weekend. But it's just like some people would just be like, yeah, I'm going away to this place. I'm going to spend the whole 4th of July weekend or 4th of July week up there and everything. It's just like, so yeah, I'm going to run a Comic-Con that week. You might be asking for. I mean, it's going to be crickets.
I counted 10 shows next weekend. 10 con shows are going on next weekend. 10.
Yeah.
None
for me, but yeah. And then what did I say? No, and then I'm pretty sure Wicked Comic Con is having another show in September because they run that.
Find out. Hold on. Give me a second.
I get
September, you
one
said?
a
I'll
year,
check
buddy.
September.
Yeah.
I get
And
one.
I know
that it was Wicked Con.
Yeah, Wicked Comic Con. Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me see.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's in October. October 4th.
October. Hold on. Let me check October. All right. Let's see what we got on October. Yeah. October 4th, Wicked Con 2026 at the Westin Boston Seaport District, Boston.
Yep.
Mass.
And then
It's a one-day show.
Yeah, it's a one-day show. Just on Saturday, it's a free show. You just walk in and just walk around and everything like that. And then you have I think also in September you have Granite City Comic Con, which you go up to there, and Kevin Eastman will do that show from time to time. But then unannounced, Peter Lynch sometimes shows up. Kevin Eastman what con? Granite City Comic Con,
and that's in October too.
That's I think usually in September.
Hold on, let me check September. Okay, September Granite State Comic Con, September 19th
Granite
to
State.
20 at the DoubleTree by Hilton, Manchester, downtown, Manchester, New Hampshire.
That's it. And so they have that, and then they also will I mean it's funny because it's just like the Peter Laird just randomly shows up, like just because I mean he lives in that area, so he lives still up in the Northeast, so he just randomly shows up unannounced, and so if you're lucky enough to go, and he's there,
Baltimore's in September. That's coming. I've been to Baltimore a couple of times already. That's pretty.
I want to go. I definitely want to check out Baltimore at one point.
Yeah, it's like Heroes. It's almost like Heroes.
Yeah, I heard like that vendor wise, it's unbelievable.
What comes really nice to having it's the one in Pittsburgh, Steel City or something like that.
Steel City
or something like they from what I hear, it was pretty good. And LuxCon, that's the one in Kentucky near Bubs. I think
I heard about that.
That's pretty good too.
Yeah,
but I would like to also do who that went to the Dallas one. He says it's pretty good too. I want maybe one day to see that.
Yeah, Dallas was fun.
So funny enough,
like the hotel where my wife gets us at has a water park there, a lazy river.
So compared to the New Orleans one, the Dallas is way much better, right?
Oh yeah, Dallas is probably 3 times bigger.
Oh, okay.
But the layout for New Orleans is better for its spacing.
Okay. How about book wise?
They got more dealers in Dallas.
Okay.
More dealers and more artists.
I said the funniest thing with this, and this might be a different show, but the Steel City Comic Con is happening the same time as Terrificon. It's the same weekend.
Say that again.
So the Steel City Con is happening at the same time as Terrificon.
Oh, is it? I didn't even know.
Yeah, same weekend. But they don't have a lot of artists.
No, wait a minute. Was it Terrificon and Boston at the same time too?
Yeah. But that's on purpose because Fan Expo is booking it the same.
I see it. Yeah, Fan Expo Boston, Steel City, terrific. And not only that, Liberty Comic Con is also running the same weekend. Also, Cosmic Con is the same weekend. Yep. Big Lick Comic Con is also the same weekend. Comic Con in Nebraska, Grand Forks Comic Con same weekend, and NOLA Comic Con. That's in Louisiana. There's a Comic Con going on in Louisiana. Who that?
Yeah, I don't know why they call it NOLA Comic. What?
Yeah.
What's the location though? Is it in New Orleans?
Kenner, Louisiana. Kenner.
Oh, I know where that's at. That's a very small convention, but hey, you can find some deals on some books.
Yeah, there's also one in Oklahoma at the same weekend, and then there's a one day in Chicago MiniCon that's going on.
Yeah,
this is all the cons during that weekend.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you'll have a ton of guests just because everybody's gonna be up in the Northeast for that one. Not just because you get Terrificon, Fan Expo both happen at the same time, but like you said, like if you get decent vendors though, might be. I mean, especially if it's
the weekend after that, because I'm doing 2 cons. I'm doing Terrific. Then the next weekend I'm in Chicago, so of course you got Chicago Fan Expo, Fort Collins. Comic Con's the same weekend. Geek
Colorado
is that weekend. Collect a Con San Antonio is going to be that weekend. Flame Con is going to be that weekend. Military Heroes Con is going to be there. And also New England Fan Con is also going to be that weekend in Connecticut.
Jeez.
And you got PCX Austin on, Tri-City Powerhouse Comic Con that weekend, Verse Con that weekend. There's a lot of cons going on that following weekend. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's a lot. So as you were saying, as far as like CGC, like you wonder why they're busy.
That's right. See all those shows, they might not make, but you add them all together with all the books, and then remember the LCSs from stores, they're taking, they're taking CGCs now, and if people from home send them,
Yep.
by the end of the year, it always does. It always slows down. In January, you'll see the numbers quick, drop, but as soon as it goes right back the next following year, it starts to go, slow up again as the con season starts to roll up again.
Yeah, I mean, basically, like I say, like once you get to the middle/end of March, that's when everything. I mean, to beginning of April, like you're in full swing at that point.
So, I mean, I just got back my books from C2E2, the ones that were signed now. So C2E2 was how long? A month ago, 2 months ago, something like that. So, I mean, see how long it took. And that con was that at that point. I'm just getting books from that con at this time. So now, right now, San Diego's having it. In a couple of months, those books popping up.
Yeah, no, I hear you completely. Well, with that, I mean, I think we're gonna start getting out of here just because it's almost 1 a.m. So it's been great hanging out with everybody.
Yeah,
I took a little nap and I woke back up.
I seem to have that effect on people. I put people to sleep because I'm not supposed
to. I took some medicine. I've been dealing
No,
with
it's okay.
sinus issue. So
Yeah.
I took some medicine, fell asleep. Now I'm ready. I'm ready for round 2. Let's go. I got
Yeah,
another
right.
30 minutes.
I don't get that 30. I think I have about another 30 seconds and I'm about to fall asleep myself.
I'm lying. I ain't no damn 30 minutes.
But yeah, no, it's been awesome hanging out with you guys. Thank you guys for all coming on because I was just, kind of running solo for a little bit, just kind of, showing.
Glad I
books
made it.
having some
Got
fun.
out of work.
Yeah. No, it just spur of the moment. I didn't have anything planned. I was like, let me just go ahead and just go on and like I said, try to just get my books that I haven't had a chance to show and go live and just kind of also just again give me something that kind of makes me not like helps me remember TiVo, friend of mine and everything, and then just kind of just gets me away from being sad about him not being around anymore.
Thanks, Real Rude. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So that's why I wanted to go on live and just kind of hang out and had a good time. Hey, what's going on, Root? We're just chilling. We're actually wrapping up right now. But let me see. So we got a couple different things for everybody announcing stuff. So let's go around the horn and see what's going on. So BLC, you said you got some stuff going on tomorrow. So
I did the StreamYard a few minutes ago. This is what happens when I do it early because always something comes up and then I always got to push back the time. But I put it for 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be showing my CGC signed books from C2E2. That's my next video after that. I do have some free giveaways going on right now.
Yes.
Free giveaway number 43. If you're not entered, just follow the rules. It's easy. If you're going to Terrificon, I have that video out, free stuff. And Spidey Power Tumblers, if you're not sub to him, please do so because we do free stuff given away on his channel once we get him to 550 subs. But he did tell me that to do a free giveaway, a mystery giveaway, which will include a book and a cup of, I don't know what it is. It's a mystery. So he wants me to do a free giveaway. So stay tuned for that. I guess I'm just going to go live and whoever shows up, I'll put their name on a wheel or something and somebody's going to win something. So
that's the way, man. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah. I mean, people are always constantly giving me stuff to give away and I don't mind doing it. I'm like, okay.
There you go. I like it. So definitely check that out tomorrow. Check out the CGC unboxing and then also check out those giveaway videos for BLC. See if you can win something cool from BLC.
Sub to the channel, baby. Sub to that channel.
That's right. Sub them up.
I'm on Instagram too.
There you go. So we got Bleak. Bleak's gonna have church. He said he's gonna have an unboxing on church. So tune in for that this Sunday.
Sunday.
Yep. This Sunday. What else you got going on, Bleak?
Got some news tonight that Murder King is for sale in California at a couple of comic book shops. So,
the Ashcan?
Yeah, it is on the shelves at two comic book shops right now.
That's awesome. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, man, pretty exciting.
Yeah, definitely. So you gotta definitely, if you haven't been checking that out, you can go on the Kickstarter and check out Murder King, and go ahead and wait for the notification for when they go live to go ahead and back that. But for now, you can get just kind of the preparation and just get the notification to be on the list of people that get the invite to go ahead and join that Kickstarter. And there's an ash can out right now. The numbers are to 50, I think you said was.
Yes, each of us have 50. They will be numbered and signed, so you can get a copy from myself, Rad, Actual Dracula, or Cali Comics. Yeah.
There you go. So definitely check that out. And then don't forget to check out on Sunday Comic Book Church, because Bleak's going to have the lively panel like he always does. And then he's also going to put an unboxing on there as well. So you got to check that out, because you get your news, you get your keys of the week, you get fun and entertainment, and an unboxing from Bleak himself.
Yes. It's going to be fun. It's always fun. Always good to have everybody.
All right. Who that said he's going to have an unboxing from CGC that should be around Monday. All kinds of great books in there. What else you got going on?
Yeah, so got that either Monday or Tuesday, whenever they get in. They got shipped today, so we'll see. I have another
one, is it?
No. These are just books that was sitting there. Okay. That's a modern tier. I got a vintage tier that's in the grading and encapsulation thing too. So hopefully that gets here maybe by next Friday. So might have a couple of CGC unboxings. I'll be on Astonishing Auctions Saturday night for the whale auction. I have a couple items. I'll probably throw up. Well, one of the previous stuff, I don't have it with me. It should be here tomorrow. It's a 9-time signed omnibus.
Oh no!
Yeah, so I'm gonna let that go. But I think I'm gonna put these two on there tomorrow.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so they're probably going that together. DC, a couple of key books. So I'll probably do those two tomorrow. Nice. And I don't. This will probably be Sunday, because I'm gonna price it for buy it now. Might be right under $100, but Pizzazz first appearance arcade.
Nice.
That might be. I haven't decided, but the DC books definitely, and this will be probably Sunday as well.
Right. What grade is
going to be under? This is probably a 7. It needs a press and clean bad. But it probably press and clean to a 7. It's very dirty.
There you go.
Yeah, but yeah, it's probably a 7. That'll be on there Sunday.
Nice.
So I got, but that Omni that's like 9-time signed is freaking amazing. So hopefully that's on there. And I do have other books that I've been trying to sell. So like this book here, which I'm surprised I have this book because of the grade and the low census.
Oh yeah,
look at that phone.
And a 9.6, and it's not like it's a crazy expensive book.
It's a good grade.
So that
I like that.
Stuff like that. I have my channel membership giveaway, which is the yeah.
Did I win?
It doesn't. It ends end of August. It ends, so if people have time to enter via channel membership to do that. I did some unboxing. Also, shout out to my mom as well. My mom's birthday was
happy birthday, Ms.
24th. Just so she had a good little time. The other book I'm surprised I still have because it's so cheap. It's the double cover DuckTales.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow!
So I'm surprised.
You know what? I have a feeling that's not. If that goes on the whale tomorrow, I don't think it's making it. I think that's.
If I start at $100, it's gonna sell.
There you go.
But I haven't decided if I'm gonna put it up there. I think $200 is a fair price.
You know what? You do what you gotta do, man. Just because like there's gonna be somebody that's gonna want to pick it up. So I think that you'll do fine with that. Whether you do it on the whale, whether you do it on Sunday, either way, double cover 9/8. I mean, that's DuckTales book. I mean, hey, look, hit them up if you want it, just because it's here now. And yesterday's price is not today's price.
That's right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I have a lot going on. I think it should be on church Sunday as well,
Nice.
and I'll be on Astonishing on Sunday.
Nice.
Yeah,
So-
I'll be on Astonishing as well on Sunday.
All right,
Yeah.
there you go. So these guys both can be selling on Sunday on Astonishing. So if you're looking to pick up some books, definitely see if you can get some deals. Hop on Astonishing on Sunday, and you'll see them. And then who that will be on the whale auctions. That one is the big one where everything starts off at $1. Starts off at $100. Books. So if you're looking to find some big keys, just good books in general, maybe some hard to find or rare stuff, that's the one you want to watch.
Oh, the rumor has been getting stronger and stronger with John Bernthal getting War Machine's armor. So yeah, this should be on the lookout for that. That's a series that Clayton Crane did like a lot of the covers for that series.
Yep.
Of the regular cover. So you can definitely get that book affordable in the cover A. The variants are not that expensive either. So, but yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on. Appreciate everybody. Check it out. Sub me up, thumbs up, all that good stuff. And nominate everybody, man. Nominate everybody. So
That's right.
that's it, man. That's all. I'm so
I got
tired.
a major update announcement to make. Major update announcement to make. Now, not too far back, I bought a slab off eBay, and I placed the CGC number in my account, and it came up stolen. And the original person who had the original numbers emailed me, actually came out and contacted me because he saw that I was trying to put the number in, and he asked me where I got the slab, and I emailed them back. I gave him all the information, where I got it back. I gave him the screenshot, and I also contacted the seller on eBay, which is a comic book store. It's not just a customer. It was a comic book store. So I gave him a heads up just in case if they knew who it was, if they brought other stolen items, or it's a regular customer that comes in bringing more stolen items. So I gave him a heads up, and they thanked me. They emailed me back saying thank you for the info. They'll keep an eye out. So when the seller contacted me with the email, and I sent the information back to him, and I guess that's all he wanted to know, and he told me to keep the slab. So
Nice.
yeah, so the slab is in my possession. I don't know how it got out of his possession. We didn't get into that. Like I said, it was just an email, and so I guess he got his answer with how I guess he's gonna take it from there.
Maybe he might have got paid out insurance, and he can't double dip. He can get in some serious trouble.
Right. So that's the outcome of the slab that I bought at eBay that came up stolen.
That's awesome, man. I'm glad it worked out for you.
Yeah, I when I emailed them, I told them, it says, what do you want me to do? I mean, I had no problem if the man wanted the slab back. I have no problem, giving it back to him, because I, as the original owner, it was stolen. So if he wanted it back, I would have gladly said, hey, no problem, just pay the shipping, and I ship it right back to you, and then I'll just deal with eBay to get my money back. But he released it to me, so thank you. So keep an eye out, guys.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
You got to do the right thing. So
You gotta be careful, and you see good things happen. You end up being able to keep the book.
yeah, I've bought from this LCS before because they show up at shows, smaller shows. So I've bought from them before. So they're not the type of people, to steal somebody. So I'm assuming somebody came to the store, and say, hey, I got a slab here. you know, and of course, you know, they made a deal and
So
it came
what
up
was
stolen.
the book?
So,
Yeah. So Seb was asking what book was it?
it was hold on, I got it right here. It's a CGC slab 8.5 Daredevil number 36.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well,
So like I said, the only way they found out is if you guys don't know, if you have a CGC account, you can put the serial number of the slab into your account so you can keep track of it. So when you put the serial number in it and I try to put it to my account, it bounced out and says that the original person who had the original number say that it was stolen from them. So
nice.
yeah. So, I mean, I don't, this is a person. So, I don't know if he lost it, placed it down, somebody stole it from his house, he got robbed. Who knows? So I don't know how he, if he says it was stolen, so to me that's maybe he had it in a locker or something, or somebody robbed his house. Maybe they robbed him at gunpoint. Who knows? I mean, he said it was stolen, not lost. There's a big difference. Loss is one thing. Like, I put it down. Where the hell, where the hell did I put it? But
yeah. No, I mean, like I said, I'm glad it worked out for you, man. Just because that's definitely.
But like I said, to me, I don't think I would have took a loss. I mean, to me, I was more worried for him. If he wanted his slab, I got no problem giving it back. I just get my money back and search for the book again. But
yeah,
And you found out it was stolen because you put it in your registry? Is that what you tried to do?
Yep. When you put in your registry, if you sell a slab, like if I sell my slab from my registry, and they put it in their account, it'll come up to my side saying, "Oh, the number came up. Did you sell it? Do you want to release it?" And that's what happened. When I put it in there, it flagged up on that guy's because he already had the number. I checked his account, and sure enough, the exact number was in his file. So he released it, and now it's on my file. So he gave it, he gave it to me. So
good. That's good, man. That's actually,
Mm-hmm.
I hope everything works out for him. I wonder if, I wonder how far down the rabbit hole it goes. Did this guy buy it stolen, or did this guy steal it?
Yeah, that's why I hit up the seller, because then I started thinking, says, well, what happens if this guy is a regular guy that they know he keeps bringing stolen goods, or maybe not only did he just come in that one day for one slab, maybe he came in with a couple of slabs. Maybe there's other stolen goods in there. So this way it keeps an eye out. If they know who sold them the slab, if they know exactly who the guy is, when the guy comes back in, they'll be like, we ain't buying from you no more, or whatever he's trying to, if it's stolen, I don't know. But we got to get the word out there, guys. Gotta let them know.
yeah. Jesus.
But that was it. He just emailed me one time. I emailed him back that one time, gave him all the information, and that was it. He released it after that, and he hasn't, asked any more questions. I guess he got all the answers that he wanted.
Did you say what the book was? What was the book?
Daredevil 36.
Daredevil 36. Yeah.
Yep.
5, yeah.
All right. Well, again, glad to see that worked out.
Yeah.
So as for me, I don't have anything specifically planned, but I know that me and Hudat are going to talk about at some point next week having a graphic content because of all the different happenings with the San Diego Comic-Con and everything like that. So that'll be coming up next week. I know that I'm going to have to do a video about the books I'm going to be taking to Terrificon with me. I do have some other packages I can open and maybe do a unboxing as well. And that's pretty much it. So again, I just want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you guys all had fun. Thank you guys for being here. Hudat, BLC, Bleak. If you're not subbed up to those guys, go ahead and give those guys a sub, thumbs up, watch their videos, check them out on Instagram. Everybody has some great content. Make sure you watch these guys on the stuff they said, Comic Book Church. The unboxing that Who That's going to do on Monday. VLC is unboxing tomorrow. Plenty of content from these guys showing you some really awesome stuff.
Don't forget the free giveaways.
And the free giveaways, that's right. Don't forget those free giveaways. Good stuff for free.
There's a giveaway every Sunday at church these days. Just be
That's right. That's right. Giveaways on church and everything else. So everybody have a great night. Thank you guys all for coming. Thank you guys for watching. Thank everybody in the chat. Susie Q, Real Rude, Collecto6, BLC, who was in the chat at one point. Who Dat, Bobby Del Ghetto, Cali Comics. Who else was in there? Beckerman, who made a bad decision to stay up way later than he's supposed to. I think
he fell asleep. Don't worry about it.
Oh, he definitely sleep. He's been asleep. But thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for everybody that watches on the rewind. And we're gonna get going. So everybody have a great night. Have a great rest of your weekend. And I don't know. Happy collecting. See you guys later.
Peace.